did you already go live?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
That was so
No,
quick.
I just talk to Ember in my head all the time. Aw, 47 months.
Hi, Ember.
That's crazy.
Ember, you're only 3 months behind Jen. Fun fact, because Jen, no, 2 months behind Jen, because Jen just gave me her 49-month resub, like literally 2 days ago. So you're almost there.
I'm just listening.
Yeah.
It's highway time. Now, I spent an
there
embarrassing
are
amount of time looking at bridge ideas on Pinterest and decided I'm doing none of them
Ooh.
after all that. So we're just gonna follow the heart.
Did they give you any like inspiration?
Yes, but I decided that it's a lot of work.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm like, oh my goodness. So I think I'm gonna make, like I always do, a dirt structure, and then maybe one day it could become something cooler. Are you in Mikkel, Ember? One of the horses is in the water, but he doesn't seem to mind, so I think he can stay there?
Feel like I was riding a horse when I died.
Oh.
So
It's an interesting segue.
'cause
Was it in the water?
I was in that area. I saw the horse earlier and I was like,
You definitely bonded with a black horse. I do remember that.
Yes.
Okay, how much dirt do I have? Not a lot.
Nate, when I open the walls like this, will you fix it? Because I don't know if I'm gonna mess it up or not.
Yep, that's fine.
Can you guys repeat what you're doing? Because I know what you're doing, but so everyone else knows what you're doing.
We are making a floating hobbit hole for art.
Everyone needs a floating hole.
Yeah.
It's a floating hobbit hole with a moist hole underneath it.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
That is a fun fact. Like, why have one hole? Why settle? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah. So if you ever fall out of the hobbit hole, you will land in the moist hole.
I did just see Nate do that a little while ago, and that part's not an innuendo.
He's done it multiple times.
Yes.
He's done it many times.
Congrats, Ember, on the lack of migraine. I, too, about an hour ago, joined the No Longer Migraining Club. And congrats on not being at work.
Fuck Mikkel. Fuck Mikkel.
Fuck capitalism.
True, though.
Yeah.
Dash, I keep stopping because Dash is sitting beside me, just meowing, wanting pets, so.
How has she been doing? Have they been able to adjust-ish?
I think, well, she for sure knew something was wrong, because she would just kind of watch Maggie. While she wasn't doing very well, and then, now Dash kind of, I find that she's a little angrier.
Oh gosh.
So I think she's just really confused, and she's a little bit more affectionate.
Hi, Keela. Oh, sorry, Quinn. And sorry, Keela, you have to wait 45 minutes for your snack. And I see that you're licking your lips, which means you probably just found a piece of kibble on the ground, and you are convinced in your tiny peanut brain that snack time has come and gone and you missed it somehow.
It's freebies. Whenever I'm giving the cats food and I drop some, I'm like, well, someone's gonna pick it up.
Eventually. Oh.
Eventually. Oops. Oh my, what did I do here?
We, a cow fell into the water and died.
I put my bed down!
Oh, Al!
I put my bed down on nothing! Can I leave it there?
I think you can. Thanks for the 40 months, Al. How are you?
The bed fell in the moist hole. The bed fell in the moist hole.
Go get it.
It's okay. I have retrieved the bed from the moist hole.
Okay.
That was my spare bed.
Oh, well, that's good. It's the guest bed.
Like, it's the guest bed that fell into water, so it's soaked.
I've decided on a course of action for bridge.
What?
Well,
I'm very invested in the bridge.
It's literally just me deciding where the straight through is going to be. The mountain, if you recall, the chasm, the gorge, the gap, there's a very natural pillar. There's two very natural pillars inside. So I'm using one of them to be like, okay, you're gonna be a main pillar that we can like build the bridge on, because then I don't have to build another pillar later.
When you look down in that big cavern,
Yeah.
I think there's like a mine shaft down
There
there that
is.
looks really interesting.
Nate and I actually, Nate, wasn't it you and I who discovered
gone in
that
there?
together-ish the other day? Because I kind of trolled Nate into going to the end of our highway because I made it sound like there was something at the end, but no, there wasn't. It was just itself.
It's
So
just
he-
a big
Yeah,
cave.
but I did
I
want
was
him to
very
see the
annoyed.
big cave as well. Cause I'm like, look, it's a big cave.
Yeah.
He's like, but you didn't make that. I'm like, no, it's just here. Isn't that
No.
neat? He's like, fuck you. So we did look briefly and establish there is a mine shaft. Don't die.
She said you've got to come see what's at the end of the road.
No,
Oh,
no,
And
no,
was
no, no.
like,
I never
Well-
used the word end. I said, you gotta come see the road we made. The end is so cool.
I mean, it is.
It is.
It is cool. It's a big hole. It's not finished yet, but we were close to the end.
Elf, I
Hi.
agree with Ember's assessment.
hello.
I came around because I messed up the wall here and I wanted to see what I was doing to fix it.
Okay.
I don't know if I can actually fix it. Ah,
Yeah, you can. Just follow the pattern. You know the pattern.
I
I
do,
believe.
but I'm also kind of dumb sometimes, so
I
I'm-
don't think you're dumb.
I'm gonna
I think
do
that's selling yourself short.
a map check. Okay,
That's
that's
right.
the first map. That's right. We don't want that one.
Oh, since I
Right, map.
was streaming, I could. Did
I'm
I
almost
expand
at
it too
the
far?
end
I
of
think
the
I did.
chunk. You guys are sleeping,
Uh,
right? Someone is sleeping?
Nate is inside, so he can sleep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
he
see.
can.
I can't. Oh, now I can sleep. There we go.
We totally all hate work today. Nate and I especially hate work today, but Nate a little bit more than me.
Silas stayed home from work.
It was against my will. It was
But you stayed
against
home?
yes, it was
Jen-
against
Jen and I
against my
bullied Zyla to-
cognitive will, but it was forced upon me by my physical will.
Jen and I bullied Zyla into actually taking a rest day.
I did
Well, I'm glad you took a
technically
rest day.
throw up, so like
that's-
but only once. So it's not like actual sick, it's just bullshit
No.
sick.
Once is enough.
But
Once-
I agree.
Once is enough. Once
It
is
was
enough
photo
to
shoot
not
day, and we're
force
short on hours,
yourself.
and it was photo shoot day, and our supervisor
sorry.
gave us a warning that someone else had said, I think I'm gonna call in sick tomorrow. And then, plot twist, that asshole showed up, and a different asshole called in sick also! So it was just like, why did it have to be such a clusterfuck,
ridiculous.
and why do I have to feel so responsible? I got too loud, and
It's
Keela
not-
left.
Other people being jerks are not your responsibility.
No, but, you know,
Ooh.
it really did strongly impact the outcome of Nate's day.
Oh, yeah,
Also true.
I'm sorry.
I mean, what, 30
Still
minutes of
not your-
overtime? Not too bad?
Your responsibility that other people were shitty, but I'm sorry that it
Yes,
impacted
yeah.
both of your days so much.
And then I said to
Yeah,
Nate,
but-
hey,
Yeah,
did
is that
this, like,
wrong?
product we
I'm
worked
looking at
on
the
turn out
outside for 1
good? And he's
second.
like, I didn't even look. We're doing St. Patrick's Day croissants.
Something is wrong here. I'm trying to figure out what is
I
wrong.
need
probably
them
messed
green.
it up. I'm sorry.
I don't think you.
Ember
messed it
says,
up.
good job,
I
Nate and
messed it up.
Jen. I'm going to add Art and Ember to the list of good jobbiting. I did message Jen
Good
before I
jobbiting.
even messaged my supervisor this morning when I said, I can't go into work. I only slept for 4 hours again. And I threw up and am crying. Jen's like, yeah, good job. Fuck work. How's the job hunt going, Elf? I mean, I assume by your, you know, comment, not super bad so far. And I guess same question for Art, kind of, as well. Because I know it's kind of rough out
Yeah.
there right now.
It's not great. I got a screening call to work at the Humane Society
Aw.
today. So hopefully that that turns into something because
Yeah.
I would like to work there. And also
You
it's
can
a
pet all the pretty
position.
kitties.
Yeah, it's a position that, well, first of all, I applied for it a little while ago, not too long ago, but it was I feel like it was very serendipitous because it was on Tuesday after I got home that I got the first email that they'd like a pre-screening call.
That is
Ooh.
very, yeah.
It is very serendipitous. You are correct. That's also a very good word.
Ember
Yes.
says cat dealer. That you would become a cat dealer, Art.
Yeah. And it took a little back and forth before I actually had the call because it was supposed to happen yesterday, but then
Yeah.
they were a bit behind, so that didn't happen right away. But
Also
that's
slightly
okay.
serendipitous.
Yeah, and then so hopefully I get a call back, but it is a position that I've done similar work in, and I think that I would fit really well. One of my friends, my housemate and friend, is a vet tech, and she volunteers at the Humane Society, so she knows a few people there too.
Oh, good. You have a voucher then.
Yeah, so hopefully I impressed the person pre-screening, even though they sounded more nervous than I did on the phone.
Aw.
Like, I don't think I sounded nervous because I was like, oh yeah, the things you're asking me are things I know how to do.
Yeah.
Or I have experience in similar.
Sorry, I didn't mean
But
to cough into the mic, everybody.
It didn't even
oh,
pick up
I
at
didn't
all.
hear it. Yeah, it
Oh,
didn't pick up.
perfect.
I only heard it in real life.
I heard like a little hiccup sound, but it wasn't really. It didn't sound like a cough.
I'm sorry to hear, Elf. Ember, I want to know more.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna open Xyla stream because I want to know what's going on.
It'd be nice if we could just chat
Also,
Sherry in
hello,
Discord as well.
hello, Elf. Hello, Ember. I hope you are all well.
We all hate our jobs, so that's a lie. I actually don't hate my job. I just hate existence.
Incompetence.
No. But also, yeah. Right? That coal vein was literally half a stack. That was nutty. Thank you for appreciating with me. I appreciate your appreciation. So you said, what do you do when the asshole coworker is engaged to your brother, right? And kind of, but not really lives here. House hunting. So are you house hunting for yourself to have your house, or are you house hunting for them to fucking move out? Or potentially both, depending on what you find. And have you found any gems? Because, oh my gosh, Nate and I do not a Zillow dive, but we do, you know, equivalent of that. Would you say, what, every like 3 months or so, just literally for funsies?
Yeah, realtor.ca, baby.
Oh yeah.
I got pre-approved for a mortgage like 4 years ago, and the amount I got was like not shabby. It was could get a house with it amount, and I am much more financially stable than I was 4 years ago. Actually, oh my god, I just had a COVID moment. I'm so sorry. What I meant was 7 years ago. And I'm
Boy.
much more financially stable now. Sure, the market's maybe not great, but the fact that I got pre-approved for a mortgage then at that age with what I had going on, I always like in the back of my mind, I'm like, Nate, if there's like a miracle home that just exists, like we'll treat it as universal karma and we'll like inquire and see what happens. We never find it. We mostly just judge people and then we go to the richest houses and judge them even harder. That's kind of what we do.
I mean, that sounds fun.
It's
so
great
fun.
Some of the
We need to link you the one mansion we
make...
found. Oh my god, dude.
Please.
It's really, really great and cohesive until there's this one really questionable, out of place fucking room. I'm not showing you the chat because it literally doxes our exact location because it's really close to where we live. But we'll send it to you.
Okay.
It's very off-putting.
Some of them are.
There's too much lore, you know?
It reads like, oh yeah, we used to keep slaves in this room.
Oh no.
I mean, possible. So Quinn and you are going to look at house moving together. Don't tell Tiny Cat. Wait, Tiny Cat was back to live with weird Churma? Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead. That's fine.
Elf, you probably do get to complain the most about incompetence. You and Ember, I think. For sure. You win. You found some weird old ones. I like old ones. A brick pillar right in front of a door. Yeah, pop that in the Discord so we can all appreciate. Like some of the design choices you can tell were like made by an influencer mom that didn't know what she was doing, and other times you can tell that the weird design choices were made by someone who was high in the 70s.
I love the mid-century stoned houses. The cocaine pits are one of my favorite design choices.
Yeah, except your ass would fall in them literally all the time.
All the time. All the time.
Yes,
absolutely.
At all times he would be in them or falling into them.
This is just hurtful
I'm
and judgmental.
too clumsy to have a hole in my...
Well...
That's what she said.
1919. Interesting. Posted. I'll pop over literally right now since the channel we're in. What the fuck? It's in general chat, guys. In the server that we're literally in a voice call in. What the fuck?
Oh,
Because, like, if you have to have
I
a
wanna
pillar
see.
there, why do you have to have the door there?
What the fuck?
And the fact that there's a fireplace also in that room is nutty. If you want to see what we're talking
That's
about,
crazy.
gang, get in that
Where is
Discord
it?
general chat.
Oh, in general chat.
Yeah. That is some house. Get in that Discord and go look at that pillar.
Huh?
Right?
How is
How
that the
much-
front door?
How much does it cost to go to school to become an architect? I'm asking for a friend.
Well, I'm wondering.
It's a
What I'm
master's.
thinking. What I'm thinking is like that pillar there was originally there, and they for some reason built the door on the other side of
Yeah,
it.
that's what it looks like. I just got opposite from my coal karma. I had half a stack of coal that never stopped, and I just got a single block of iron and nothing else around it at all. Alright, remember when we tunneled through that hill, and then we're like, wow, that was fun,
Yeah.
and then the next hill we got to, we were like, wow, that last one was so fun, we'll do it again, and it was like 3 times as long, but definitely still fun.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm
Is that what you're feeling right now?
an exponential growth pattern at the exact moment in time. And I'm not sure what the outcome's going to be
I'm
just yet,
sorry.
so keep you posted.
What happened here?
I'm rooting for you, Elf, though. I know how frustrating it can be stuck at a job with assholes where you have to deal with more assholes.
Mm-hmm.
More pull, but we'll go back for her later.
See, this looks so much better than what I made.
All we did was just improve upon your idea.
Yes.
Like it's very basic. All we did was expand and then hollow.
At some
Right?
point, I lost track of my crafting bench, so I was trying to run backwards on the highway until I find one, because I know we left a plentiful amount of them.
There's one right by our UFO.
Are you building the UFO near me?
Yes.
We're right near the path.
Oh, that means it'll
We're
show
like-
up on my map. If it's
Maybe.
big enough.
It's off to the side.
I am so close to the top of the chunk. I'm going to call it right now. We get to the top of the chunk before my bedtime. Oh my god, it's Friday. It's only 50% of a bedtime because I did tell my supervisor if the streets are dire today or tomorrow morning, stock-wise, because of me not being there today, that I could come in tomorrow. And then Nate's like, just don't go in. I don't think you have to. I said, but what if I have to? Someone sleeping?
I'll sleep.
Arts inside sheet.
Hell yeah.
I
Getting
am
nervous.
taking down our safety bridge.
Okay.
I need to kill a tree, but the only trees I see are kind of cool, and I want to leave them alone.
So if you go to the other side of the hill there and like past the sand area, that's where we are. And
Past
we're
the
literally
sand?
right
Like
next.
you went through the
we're-
sand?
No, we're literally like to the left of Tunnel 2 along Boy.
Oh, okay. So maybe it'll be on my first map then. Nope, not on the first map.
No, we'd still be on the
Hi, Jenny!
We'd be on the map that you have.
Too
Which
many
Jenny?
managers. Jenny, not Jen.
Okay.
We had this conversation because the other night, for the first time, Jen and Jenny were both in chat, and I had to remind everybody that my
They're different people.
old Jen goes by Jenny in real life, and she's like, this is so weird. You do not need to be sorry. Please never apologize. If we get here, I'll make a solemn promise. If we get one more Jen or a Jen adjacent name in my Discord server, I'm gonna make y'all an exclusive role and display it separately above everyone else
gens.
except for me
Just
and
it'll be-
moderators.
It'll be the gens, and
and
that's
it'll
it.
just be Jen.
Actually, what we have to do is we have to get them to learn instruments, and they
Hey,
can be the
where
next
are you?
band. Except they'll be, instead of the Haleys, it'll be the Jennies.
It's actually so cute. Well, okay, Jen already knows an instrument. Jenny, do you play any music or instruments or musical instruments? Don't know why I said it
Music
like
or
that.
instruments or musical,
musical
instruments, perhaps?
Yep, any of those.
Did you fall again?
Me? No, I'm right here.
Like,
I'm planting trees
did
instead
I
of
just get
chopping
hit by
trees.
I think you got hit. I don't know what you got hit by, but I
Are
do
you
see an
hearing
arrow
that,
fall.
though?
Hi friends, anyone getting stabbed in here? I'm hoping that's a reference to our conversation earlier, Jeff, and not a new anecdote that I'm not caught up on. And so far, no stabbing, but welcome in.
Hi, buddy.
Elf, I'm gonna spend all my manifestation energy this year getting you out of there, I promise. Because I currently have nothing to manifest for myself. That's a weird 1930 house, not the 1919 one. That's okay.
Okay.
And if you're
let's get
especially
out
hard of
this
hearing,
water.
yours could be confusing too.
Oh,
By the
there's a
way,
hole over
everyone,
here.
important announcement. As of yesterday, and as of the email from Daisy's nurse this morning, she is officially recovered all the way.
Yay!
And her kidney,
Good job,
and
Daisy.
her bladder don't have any bacteria, so she
Ah,
is
Yes,
healthy.
we got the results back. There's no bacteria in the bladder. We're still waiting for the stone sample results. It could take up to another week to see what was actually it was composed of. But now, if you look at her belly, and if anyone wants, I can send a before, like the day she got home picture and a now picture. I didn't want to like gore warning anyone without permission in the server or whatever. But if anyone wants to see what the stitches look like 2 weeks ago, what they look like now, you can barely see them now. And the nurse said that they're still present on the inside, but they've, as of today, definitely started the dissolving process.
There we go.
She's like
good. I keep
fully
accidentally
normal.
throwing my shovel. I'm so glad to hear that she's recovered well. She seems
Yes.
a little bit
You
more
played
happy.
clarinet? Shut up.
I played clarinet
You
in
also played
elementary school,
clarinet?
so it definitely was not very good. But my name's not Jenny, so I can't be in the band.
The fact that you're both gens who play clarinet is wild.
No, Jen plays oboe.
No way, because I made the thank miss. We have Squidwards in chat. Hell yeah. I made the thank miss goal and it was a clarinet, I thought.
No, I'm almost 90% sure it was oboe.
Oh wait, maybe it's me that plays the clarinet. And Jen is playing oboe. Isn't alto clarinet what I had, Nate?
Yeah, which is just the standard clarinet.
No, it was the deep one.
That's a bass clarinet.
The deep one.
I was told it was an alto clarinet when I got it. I no longer have it. Because woodwinds and brass and me don't work because of my GAD, my lung capacity is permanently fucked until I fix it.
Oh, sorry.
That's
I'll be
also
right
what I
back.
heard,
One
Jeff.
second.
Uh-oh. Okay, Art's taking a reprieve. I also heard that. 6 managers on staff at a time. You're right. That is definitely too many managers. What the fuck, McDonald's? And are they all getting paid a manager's wage for being there at the same time, or is just one of them getting paid the manager wage? That's wild. You're somewhere between Squidward and Plankton now? Now that's a special kind of gender envy right there. Okay, well I wanted a crafting bench so that I could make a chest so I could dump all this random bullshit like we've been doing all along the highway. And those of you who've seen the old highway streams know exactly what I'm talking about. There was a poll up on my VOD's channel, by the way. Feel free to type exclamation new swords! Hell yeah, want to hear them, want to see them. Exclamation point S in chat if you want to get all the links to everything. But I basically said, what VOD should I work on next? Because aside from the current ones in the 2025 era where like, the quality is decent, I'm like, what kind of content do you want me to put out? And it was 50-50 split between more Stardew, which I've already uploaded, and Slime Rancher 2, which I've not yet uploaded. More Stardew is coming. There are 3 down the pipe Stardew VODs coming. I'm also trying to decide... Oh my god, why is Bacon Pancakes not working? That actually should be on now. I just went and fixed a bunch of my shit today. I am so sorry. I owe you quite a number of them now. That's so... I literally spent so much time today. 2 hours. Not a whole lot, but 2 hours going through all of my alerts and commands and my boss and my overlays and like did a purge of like there's a bunch of like connections and overlays and widgets and browser sources and stuff that like I used once ages ago, but not for a long time. And I thought while I was in there, I turned on all the good stuff again. I'm so sorry I didn't. Tomorrow. Oh, actually, man, I work tomorrow. Tomorrow's kitchen stream, guys. Hypothetically, if Nate and I can get our ingredients sourced, and if not, then I owe you a kitchen stream. They all get paid manager wage and all fight to be in charge. Shut up. The coal over here is crazy. No more than 3 or 4 at a time. That's still a lot. I guess depending on the size, it could potentially be justified. Not easily. Doesn't need a person who's running the floor. See, that would help a little bit. Sounds like you have more competent management. We don't even have that many managers. There is the owners, and the owners have hired one person to run a bunch of food-related things for their whole company, but they are not an on-the-ground manager, if that makes sense.
He
So we have
sucks.
like a kitchen team lead, and other than her, there's just me. I'm the only person other than the front of house staff who has any type of supervisory managerial aspect to their job at all. And that's only officially recently because of my latest promotion. You didn't hear back about the interview yet? It's going to be today or next week. Of course it's going to take longer rather than sooner because, you know, God forbid they're prompt. But you said it went well though, right? Said good vibes all around. Crushed it. Something along those lines, which is awesome. Can we circle back to the new swords, please? What kind? How big? How small? How fun? How cheap?
Speaking of swords, I'm going to my first HEMA class next week.
That's true. I'm low-key a little bummed that I can't be there, but I'll be hanging out and having a good time without you, so.
I'm going to get to fence for the first time in years.
Are they actually going to let you just, like, straight up do stuff on your first day?
As long as I have the safety gear.
Do you have the safety gear?
Patrick says he thinks there's someone there who has a spare set that'll fit me.
I hope he checked in advance for you. It's Monday, I think. Isn't it Monday, babe? Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, it's one of my girls' nights, and so our other halves are doing that.
Last time we played Magic. This time we go swing swords. It's either I get to fence again, but it's like historical fencing instead of Olympic fencing.
Yeah, that's great. Is someone running a coal tally? This is crazy. This is crazy. Sorry. Go ahead. I just had to be like, what the hell? Perfect answers is a high bar. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so I'll get to do historical fencing, which is great. Or I learned how to do either longsword or broadsword, which should also be fun.
Why not both?
Because I don't think I'm going to have time for both.
Okay, well, that is fair. You're a team leader
Hi,
at
sorry,
your
I
current
disappeared.
business? You're okay.
No, you're okay.
Everything all right?
Yeah, Nick just wanted me to taste the sauce for the pasta that he was making, and he came in behind me and tapped me on the shoulder, so it surprised me.
Oh yeah, no, that
He was
very
gentle about it, but
handsaw.
I startle very easily.
That's totally fair.
Relatable. I do that to Xylo all the time.
Well, Nate also likes to, when this meal is ready, go to wherever you are and just present you a big ass bowl or a big ass plate. Just expect that you're gonna take it and then have somewhere to put it, and like put it on the table that we own for meals. Oh, you bitch! Oh, Jeff tried to jump scare me. Jeff tried to jump scare me. My heart rate. I should have a heart rate monitor on screen because that was more effective than I would have cared to admit. And it wasn't even this Minecraft sound. It's the starting sound.
What should we?
We also had pasta with the sauce that Nate made tonight. It was very good.
What else should we do in here?
What day is your HEMA class, Ember? And what weapons are you HEMA-ing?
It's just decorating the inside now. Now you make it look like a house.
A decorating stream.
Should I make the floor all cobblestone or all dirt?
Is there a third option?
Well, it's a hole, so.
It was a really good time. You're right. Jenny, you were a team leader at your current business for a couple years.
Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. We're gonna go on an adventure back to the house.
I do know what you mean because I have also managed before, And currently, the team I'm managing is
I'm
one
behind
whole
you.
person. That person is in the other room. And everyone else that I manage, I only manage them when they're directly working in and on my area, which is basically never.
Oh, there's diamonds in there. I think I put those there.
I really want a Negroni.
Negroni.
Spagliato.
Spagliato.
Hey, it is the 2024 day of my anniversary week, so that's a pretty timely remark. Oh, and I still need to make time for
It's
us to do
2025.
a... Yeah, tomorrow's the 2025 day of my anniversary week. So I'm streaming
okay,
for
I
5 days
understand.
straight because it's my 5th year streaming.
You
Did
said
that happen in
2024.
2024 or
Each-
did it
Huh?
happen in 2023? The Negroni Spagliato.
I only heard about it in 2024. I'm gonna pretend that
okay.
that's true.
Okay.
I tried to make it
I'm
work.
not
I
gonna
tried to fit it in.
I keep checking to see what's in our chests as we walk by them because I haven't been here
Oh, are
for
there
a
any
while.
empty ones? I need a chest so bad, and I'm waiting for trees to grow.
There is one that has specifically tree saplings and seeds and mushrooms in it that has a lot of space still.
Womp womp.
Right at the beginning of the snow biome.
Elf, you should at least
I
ask for a
filled up
raise.
I filled up the sand one with all my stuff because I didn't want to lose it again if I died.
Yeah.
Because I've already lost so much.
Yep.
So there's like iron and a bunch of other things filling up the one near the dock.
Somebody once told me to
No, don't. Now we have to talk about the terrible
I
Shrek
hate
news. Has
this
everyone
topic
seen? Is everyone
What do you mean
aware?
terrible Shrek news?
Oh, it's my whole feed right now. My whole feed. The
I mean, like,
trailer
I
for
know about
Shrek
the movie.
5. The trailer for Shrek 5 just dropped. They redesigned him
They don't start coming and they don't
unnecessarily
stop coming
so,
and they
and
don't
the
stop
entire
coming and they
internet is
don't stop
rightfully
coming
up
and they
in
don't
arms.
stop
It's a
coming
whole
and they
Sonic
don't
1
stop coming
situation
and
all
they
over
don't stop
again.
coming and they
But it's
don't stop
making
coming
people
and they don't
wonder, oh,
stop
is this on
coming and
purpose?
they
Are you
don't
pulling a
stop coming.
Sonic? Or are you actually the
Stop coming
stupid?
and they don't
They
stop
made him
coming
look
and they
like
don't stop
not
coming and they don't
Shrek.
stop
I'm
coming
gonna
and
let
they
him keep
don't
going
stop
until he
coming and
passes
they don't
out.
stop coming and they
But
don't
they
stop
turned
coming
him
and they
into
don't
like
stop
a
coming and they
troll
don't stop
almost. They
coming
moved
and
his
they
eyes
don't
too
stop
close.
coming and
They
they
took away
don't
his
stop
Cupid's
coming
bow,
and
which
they
is
don't
low-key
stop coming.
iconic.
Stop coming and
So we're
they don't
pretty
stop
upset about
coming
that.
and they don't stop coming
Okay.
and they don't stop coming and they don't
I didn't
stop
look that
coming and they
closely.
don't stop coming and they 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 don't stop
I've
coming
entered
and
the
they don't
nope
stop
zone
coming.
of our little highway project, so I'm really prioritizing my safety right now.
What do you mean the nope zone?
Well, with a gap that large, Jeff says, Nate, I'm going to find you in all caps.
What did he say?
Nate, I'm going to find you in all caps.
In all caps, yeah.
Going back to Jenny's comment, that's kind
He's
of how I
gonna
feel at
find
my
me
current
and he
job, though.
won't stop coming and he won't stop coming and he won't stop coming and
Because the job before this one was so like high responsibility, high stress. I was the number one in the chain of command outside of management. So like everything fell to me, and like sure I was paid well for it, but then it was
Is that
just
the
a
kitchen
lot.
you're talking about?
Yeah. And so
Yeah,
then
it was a
coming
lot.
here and like I'm still working in a kitchen, but it is so chill. It is quiet. I don't have to deal with customers. It's so
Did you
nice.
see
Just
the
go
path
into work
that I
and then get
made
out.
to the highway entrance from my house?
No, not yet.
I
I spawned
did.
in. I spawned in still at the highway, so I'll have to check that
Okay.
out.
So I made a path from my house that goes around. Well, the way that the other path goes.
Oh, you probably
So
haven't seen the
it's
additions I
like
made
I
to the
could go
town.
from my back.
Me or Art? Because
I
I feel
might
like I
have.
definitely have.
Hello. Okay.
I
Hi.
think I have. Unless
Mm.
there's been new things since last time I was here.
Trading hall, ice fishing shack, couple
Hi.
bridges, all the lampposts.
Oh, yeah.
Elf and Jenny,
This
I'm
is
totally on
new.
the same page. I totally 100% agree.
Come on.
Smash Mouth's opinion
Oh.
of the impact of Shrek was something. Please expound, please.
Whoa.
You're
What
a
is
qualified
this?
office admin,
So
so is your mom.
we're gonna
More
have
qualified to
all
be
of
manager.
the
You should
all of
apply
the
for a
traders in here.
raise. Then you could have 7 managers.
Okay.
And so we're gonna have all the traders in here. It'll be a bunch of librarians, so we can get a book of mending.
Are you talking about the building I built that you
Okay.
then filled, or are you talking about a different place?
I'm talking about a different place.
Because we were gonna put all the
A
villagers,
different place.
the workers in the
Oh,
below arts
yeah.
home.
No, we're putting
Yeah. What
this
Yes.
is one specifically for all of the
Only
librarians, so all
librarians.
of the
We
book. Yes, yes,
segregate
yes.
Oh,
against librarians
this is the
specifically.
same. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Oh.
My dinner has been
Yay,
Can I have some more
dinner!
cilantro? Thank you.
Let me make sure I'm caught up.
I got a glass of
Good
wine,
timing.
and I've
Oh,
got some
hell yeah.
seafood
Head of the Department of Weird
Alfredo.
Shit. Ooh, I
Yum.
love Alfredo.
It's shrimp and scallops.
Ember,
I was gonna
if
I
you
was
and
gonna be
Elf
making
join
a
forces, it'd be
mushroom.
Nick doesn't like cilantro, so he just brought me an entire bag of cilantro to put on top of my dish.
Hell yeah.
But
I'm here
think,
for that.
Elf, you could make it 16. 16 ventures.
But yeah, we're looking for wood. That's why we're here. We're looking for a bunch
Yeah,
of
we
wood.
are.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank
I got
Walking Hill.
food distracted.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Eat, 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 eat.
Okay, don't make it weird.
Why not?
I like
I
making
don't have
things
the right
weird.
tags for that on my stream right now.
Wait,
She
why
did
is
that
there a
hips.
sign on the top of Jen's house?
Jen put that there.
No, she
What
didn't.
does
I
it
put a
say?
second one.
Oh, you put another one?
Oh my gosh, the inside of her house is all flowers.
I
That's so
put them in
cute.
the shape of a heart.
It's
Someone
adorable.
was in the server and breeded Jen's bunnies.
No,
Oh,
the bunnies breed Jen's bunnies. They're
No,
bunnies.
in order to breed, they have to be fed. So someone fed the bunnies and
Oh,
they
well, it was
banged.
okay, so here's the thing. Jen originally had 3 rabbits, and we were trying to find the
There's
other one, so how many are
there's
there
like
now?
10 here.
How do you know it
there's a
wasn't
lot of
Jen?
rabbits.
How do you know it wasn't
Because
Jen?
I showed Jen today and she goes, I told you they'd survive. And I was like, I knew they'd survive. I didn't think they would multiply, but someone made the bunnies
There's a
bang.
little. Wait, is that supposed to be there? Is there a little opening to the wall?
Like a path on
there's a
path going
path.
underneath.
Oh,
Yeah. I made a little pathway out.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
We were complaining about
Sorry,
falling because it was a danger zone.
Yeah.
You'd get paid only £1 more an hour. I mean, I would take it. I kind of have a signature move when I'm like, I'm fed up with this job.
What
I,
is
at
this
the
place?
same time,
Sorry.
change my LinkedIn profile to open to work to employers only so that my current employers obviously can't see. And then I also ask for a raise. I do both at the exact same time simultaneously. And then whichever happens, happens.
Whose house is this?
Whose house? What? Oh,
I
the
don't know,
big black
nether
box?
house. Yeah.
That is Alyssa, a British friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
I thought Alyssa was Polish. Hence the
Nope,
Polish
that's
cow.
Nat.
Oh,
Nat
you're
is
so
Polish.
right. I forgot we got Alyssa
Yeah.
and Ben in here. Is Alyssa and Ben in here?
No,
Just Alyssa?
they are not together anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't tell me. How was I supposed to know?
They haven't been together for a while.
How long is a while?
Close to a year. I
What
think.
the fuck, Nate?
I didn't know you didn't know.
What?
Thank you.
Who else is gonna tell me, Ben?
I didn't
He's
know.
DM'd me one time in 6 years, and it's, hey, is Nate okay? He's not responding to my messages, and the result was, no, Nate's not okay. Thanks for reaching out. It'll mean a lot to him. And you cried. It's the only time I've ever DM'd Ben ever.
Okay, I have a bunch of wood. I have captured wood.
I got really distracted. Hi.
Okay.
The
I give
coal
wood.
is a problem. Smash Mouth performed at a local festival, and the lead singer passed out drunk while a bunch of
Behind you?
people in Shrek masks chanted the lyrics to
Behind
All
you?
Star. That sounds great.
Oh,
Over here.
no.
Over here, over here, over here, over here.
Sorry,
over
I'm
here.
just exploring
Grab
because I
toy,
haven't
grab
in a
toy, grab
while.
Yeah, I feel like manager pay should be
Here you
better.
go. Hey, keep exploring. Go ahead.
What? Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead. Keep exploring. Go ahead.
You just got your annual raises, huzzah. They
is this
left you
place?
350 and some change away from your salary cap. Like, we really have to drag this out. Just cap me, because you know it's not getting better. Yeah, that seems like almost petty. There was a better one with Smash Mouth where people threw bread at him. Hell yeah. I mean, don't throw things at musicians or anyone on a stage, because that's bad, but also free bread.
I don't understand why that's a trend.
What?
Yeah, a
Like
year.
throwing things at people on stage.
Yeah,
Oh,
whoever.
why people throw shit?
I can't get down from this tower.
I
I'm
can't get
stuck.
down.
Yes, you can. I believe in you. Go to the ladder
I mean,
and stand,
I'm hovering.
Start cussing in the
and
mic.
then just tap. So look at the wall that has the ladder on it.
Yeah.
Walk forward. Now step backwards very slightly. Nope. Nope. You need to look. Yeah, there you go.
What? Who
How do
do
I do
you
that?
come from, sir?
I don't know.
Sorry that you guys can't see
How
this.
did you get in here?
But yes. And then the other thing I added was all the
How to
light
bite it?
posts.
Chat, you'll just have to
It's
imagine
delicious.
the light
It's
posts
so
are
good.
real cute, okay?
I added all these light posts in just to light up the town a little bit. I made a
That's
little
hence the name
bridge,
light posts.
and then I made a little ice fishing shack out here.
Ice Shack,
Is that what this
baby,
is?
Ice Shack. Ice Shack, baby,
Why
Ice
is the
Shack.
fire blue?
Oh, you can make blue fire
Us too.
I didn't know that.
with nether from stuff. So yeah,
Oh,
you sit here and you can fish.
us too, except today. Hey, Nate,
Well,
how fast was the
I
wind
lost
gusting where we
my
live?
fishing rod.
This morning it capped at 86 kilometers an hour.
86 goddamn kilometers an hour. It was -2 without the wind chill. Wind chill put it down to -33 with the gusts. And without the gusts, the wind was 27 clicks. Ew. And up until then, we've been basically living in spring. It's been lovely and melty and rainy and slushy and whatever. And we get to see the light of day when we walk to work at 6 a.m.
I
But today
readjusted the
sucked.
farm layout a little bit just so we have chickens now.
Yay! Is that... Well, didn't I ask you to do that specifically because you forgot that
Yeah.
chickens
Chickens?
existed?
We need
Oh, there's
to.
more than one now.
Yes, I created a second chicken via egg.
Yeah,
Nice.
you got lucky.
Every time I get egg, I go in there, or eggs. I've gone in there and tried to spawn more, but
Amber, I'm so excited for your friend to enjoy all that Slime
it
Rancher
hasn't
2 has to
happened.
offer. And I'm very excited to play more. Once we have these, like, event
I give you. Oh,
weeks
the eggs
done,
landed behind you.
there'll be a lot. Because
Try your
tomorrow's
luck.
end of anniversary week,
Try your
and
luck.
then
Throw them in
tomorrow,
the
and then
pen.
next
Try your
week is
luck.
Week of Friendship, and then after that, we return to our regularly scheduled programming, which, you know,
Oh,
will
chicken!
include Slime Rancher.
hell
I
yeah!
got a chicken!
Woo!
We got 4 chickens now.
That's a great
Okay.
amount.
Let's go back to the UFO.
Mhm.
To the UFO. You have the
Mm.
wood. We have the
I
stuff.
fell.
Oh,
You didn't die. That's great.
there's a gate here.
No, I just.
Left click
Where?
on the gate,
Where's the gate? Oh, it's
or
over
right click on the gate.
there. Thanks.
Yeah.
Zyla, she's a very cozy person. She wants a boom NATO slime because it's my favorite. Why would you do that to her?
Next week, I'm making takoyaki for supper one night. I've
Yeah, because
decided.
we've had
Ooh.
octopus in the freezer for ages. We've also have a
Yum.
takoyaki pan for like 2 years, like with the balls and everything. We've
but
never
I need-
used it.
I need to get bonito flakes. Holy shit, cows!
Well, we
I
can
realize
just
how
do
many
Yeah.
are
bonito
up
flakes
here.
our next Asian
I
market
have a lot of
run.
cows. They're the only animal I have.
Oh,
I just have cows.
Your
why are you
poor koi
floating?
pond. Oh,
What's floating? The tree?
Mhm.
my trees didn't
I-
grow.
I
Fuck.
think that was Isla.
What?
There's a tree that's just floating near my house.
No, I got rid of your floating tree. That's a different floating tree.
I have officially gotten rid of the floating tree.
Oh,
There's
no.
one really tall tree that is decreed to exist forever that cannot be taken.
The tree that's next to my house, yes.
Yeah.
This tree was like in the field near my house and it was just floating.
And there was just
Weird.
3 logs left in the top of it.
Okay, well, like, it was
That's
probably
fine. That's gone now.
I don't like certain apps, Elf, but I will not tell you how to live your life. I'm just really biased against them personally. However, I guess, okay, I don't want to call it dating privilege, because realistically, I have not done a whole lot of actual dating technically. However, everyone I have dated None of them came through apps. I literally just am really busy, live a lot of life, and have my, I guess, for lack of a better term, fingers dipped in lots of different pots, and so I just like met a lot of people organically, kind of. But I also live in a pretty large city.
Hi, my name is Pot.
You can dip your
That's
fingers.
No notes. 8 out of 10.
Nick just gave me a really funny look.
You heard takoyaki as in tacos, but with teriyaki. I mean, that wouldn't be bad, but definitely not the same as octopus balls, which is what we were talking about.
I want some tentacle balls shoved in my mouth.
That costs extra.
As for the dating thing, Nick and I met on Tinder
Yeah, that's true.
online.
I
We've
there
been together for 3 years.
3?
as
Yeah.
of-
there is a shocking amount of people I know who have successfully met their partners via Tinder.
2 weeks ago, it was our 3-year.
Aw.
Hell yeah! Congratulations. That's so
three.
3
sweet.
weeks ago.
I still.
Did I just throw something?
I was gonna say I can't wait to meet Nick, but also that also implies I have to meet you.
Yeah.
I was about to say, hang on, we have some priorities to get through.
I skipped a step in there.
You have the
I'm so
you do
sorry.
have the least cozy slime ranch, Ember. You do. Please send pictures because Quinn
sure
will love it.
we'll get
Okay,
along
as long
well.
as Quinn's not expecting
One-
pictures of tacos covered in teriyaki sauce, I got you.
There's genuinely, I wish one day I could win the lottery and I could bring everyone that's been like long term on Twitch into the same space just to like interact for a day.
A big meetup.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nate and I talked about doing like a Canada road trip where we go to visit everyone. That's still very much on the table of like something we'd like to do in the future. And if we do a UK trip, we'll do something similar. So, yeah, that's why I was trying to be like, I know I live in a city and you don't, so I'm not trying to be like, it's so easy for you. Just meet people. If you're in I've lived in small towns for a large portion of my adulthood, and wow, everyone sucks. There's a reason
I feel
I
like-
started streaming on fucking Twitch.
I feel like sometimes it's even harder on dating apps in small towns too, because like
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
range.
terrible.
There's a range of how far to go, and like it's all the same people, and if not everyone's on the same.
Speaking as a queer man in a small town,
Everybody's dated
I was
everybody.
so
Not-
ready for him to
not-
just say agree and nothing else.
no, as like specifically in a conservative rural Ontario town, as a
Yeah.
queer man, it's particularly bad because like all it takes is one guy who you know isn't queer but is just seeing who is on the gay side of the app, and then you're just relentlessly tormented.
Yeah, I guess it's not
It's
for those
shitty.
of weak spirit or thin skin.
No,
He's eaten
No.
takoyaki 4 times this week? Hell yeah. Been pregnant for
That
almost 10 years.
is a
And you'd be
goal.
lost on dating apps? I feel the same way. Though being 32, I did try it once back in college. Fair enough. And how was that? How would you rate that experience out of 10?
I was a
Who's
whore on
32?
dating
Oh,
apps.
Jenny.
You were a
I
whore, period, my
same.
darling.
What the fuck?
We've discussed this many times, Nate.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
that's
Nate
true.
has also I called him a whore in a really specific situation the other day or circumstance. He went, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "You had more than one hoe phase. This sentence is also accurate." And he's like, "What are you talking about? It wasn't like that at this
Also,
one." I'm like, "I'm
nothing wrong
talking
with
about the
it.
other one, and I didn't mean it in a bad thing." He's like, "Okay, you're right." I'm like,
Nothing wrong with being a hoe.
no.
I'm used to being called a hoe derogatorily.
Last time you used a dating
Okay.
app, you matched with your ex's girlfriend because they
Okay.
wanted a threesome.
So,
Woo!
no, don't fill those in. Don't fill those in. This is all part of the
Oh,
master
sorry.
plan.
That's what
Okay.
she said. Consent
know what's
matters.
happening.
Ding!
Okay, so pull out your spruce logs.
You were too trusting having people come meet you at your house. Ooh, nope. Would not recommend. Ooh,
The
nope.
darkwood.
Am I putting spruce logs there?
Yes, but there is a
But-
specific way to put this down. So, we're gonna practice in the middle of the room. If you put it
Oh.
just straight down, it'll put straight down,
Yeah.
right? If you put it, click on the side of a log, it puts down on the side. And then if you axe it with the right click, it makes a stripe, a stripped log.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Listening to Nate
So-
describe this to Art makes me realize what I sound like, but just all the time with
What we're gonna do
anything
is
ever in my life.
what we're gonna do is we're going to lay down a ring of horizontally laid spruce logs without
Okay.
stripping them down, and we're going to lay that out twice essentially. So we're going to do it on the outside first, and then we're going to do a second layer in from that, and then we're going to start making a Celtic knot design for the floor on the middle.
Yeah, Jeff, I'd say that qualifies as hodom, but I'm not.
What?
As someone who's
Okay.
not a hoe, I feel like another affirmed hoe would have to confirm that. I'll leave that up to the hoes in chat, not me. You had a hate crime at work the other day? Ew. Nervous about any form of dating app? I would, yeah, safety. Safety. Safety.
Oh, absolutely safety first.
Speaking of
I
safety,
definitely, in my younger years, was not safe a lot of the time.
Same. There was one time where I banged a politician, and it was like one of those
Yeah.
one of those things where like how do I say?
Jenny, that's
if
one of my most watched
How do
clips
you
of all
say-
time is me saying I was only a hoe for Jesus.
I technically put myself in a very bad position because I just told a politician with immense reach and power where I lived, and when he decided he wanted something, he would just show up at my house.
Have you ever tried this
Oh
one?
no.
Yeah.
Okay, Sabrina Carpenter.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I tried to
That's
keep
really
it
funny.
in my head and it didn't work.
I liked it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's scary.
I'm gonna dig out the next one, next round. I'm gonna do the same thing again.
I once was with this person that drove a Red Bull truck, and he would show up at my house in the middle of the day for no reason. I didn't
That's
ask.
weird.
Nate
didn't
also
last
drove
very
for
long.
Red Bull at one
I
point.
It
drove
was
a
just
Red
a-
Bull
Promise
truck
that wasn't
too.
him,
Did you?
but he did drive for Red Bull.
Actually,
No,
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 I
it
didn't
was
drive a
not
Red Bull
you.
truck. I got to drive the little
car.
Italian sports car. Yeah, the little Fiat.
See,
No, sorry, was
that-
it a coupe? It might have been a mini coupe.
I think, yeah, maybe.
Kicking
I don't
in my
remember. I
Fiat.
just
You know
remember
you
it had
wanna
Red
see
Bull
it.
all over it.
Alright, don't jiggle,
And
jiggle.
he
It
was
bolts.
kind of a jerk.
Look at me,
So
wiggle, wiggle. Sorry, he was a jerk.
no, that's fine. A lot of the people I dated and or slept with at 21 to 22 were jerks.
Same.
I don't think
Okay.
I trust men that age.
This is now.
No,
okay.
they were older than me. I was that age.
Oh,
We're going to
my
pick
statement
this
stands.
up. This is now
Yeah.
going to get a little more confusing. Okay.
I love confusing.
Mine just got more uncomfortable.
Okay. So we're
Oh
gonna
my
take
gosh,
out what we're gonna
Tyler.
take out one more layer,
Okay.
but we're going to put horizontally laid stripped birch logs.
Laid and stripped. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. We need a tiebreaker. Ember is saying Jeff's behavior does not qualify ho-dumb. But
What's
a
the behavior?
non-ho was like, oh, that could be a ho. 3 sexual partners, but 2 of them was first date.
I mean,
I feel like if you're banging on the first date, it is technically
it is hoe
technically hoe
behavior, but it
behavior.
doesn't necessarily label you as a hoe unless you want it to.
Yes.
Like it doesn't have to be the identifier.
Yeah.
Yes, I would agree with that.
I'm glad that we, use our channel for education. I really do.
If I'm good for anything, it's education.
Especially
Sometimes.
of the sexual nature. And that's not me
Yes.
being creepy. Art had a job at a
Literally
sex
my
toy
job.
store. It was literally her job. I'm not being a perv right now.
Right now.
I
Right now.
I clarified. I'm really good at clarifying
Am I doing
statements.
this wrong?
We need.
First time ever interacting, not like you chatted first and then went on a date. You went on the date, never interacted before, and then banged. I think that is ho-esque. For sure.
Yeah, so I think it's
Wait,
up
what?
to Jeff to decide whether he believes it was hoe behavior, because I feel like
Mhm.
part of the moniker of hoeing and having a hoe phase is your belief of whether or not you were a hoe.
Yeah, you
Okay,
have to.
go
Do you
ahead,
claim
go ahead
the
and lay it
title
out
for
here as
yourself?
well.
To your credit, a lot of your hoe shenanigans occurred at Pride, and we all know the rules are different. Absolutely. Can't get anywhere at Pride. I don't go to Pride because I would have a
Never.
meltdown socially. I have some friends
I've
of mine,
never
are you
hooked
going
up
to Pride?
with
I'm going to
anyone at
Pride. And I'm like, dude, I don't
No.
even want to go to a club because I'll be overstimulated. You think I can go to Pride? That's very cute of you.
Retard.
Either too shy or too unattractive to other gays. I think it's the fact that your village is small, right? Like you said, you're small
Well-
towning, right? Like if you have a small pool, you have a small pool, gay or
Fall?
not.
Did you fall in the wet?
Yeah, I fell in the moist hole. You are
Moist
correct.
hole?
Good thing there's that. Good thing there's that. The coal count is crazy. Oh my god.
I think
Wait, that was a typo,
Okay.
not the first.
My-
You were talking for a month before. Oh, okay. Well, still. I think it's up to you. That's what we've landed on.
I think my
Okay.
best. No.
I really want to know where that's going. Thoroughly invested. Now I'm being a little bit of a perv. See the difference?
I was just trying to decide if hooking up at a wedding counts as a hoe phase.
I think it
Ooh,
depends.
that's hoe behavior.
Okay.
For sure.
No.
Especially if you don't like
Okay.
know the people personally.
No. Listen, no.
Nate,
There is.
you're
there
saying
is a-
no like someone who was hooked
I
up
wanna hear
at
what
a
Nate's
wedding
saying.
before.
There is a signifier as to what defines this as a hoe.
A
As
sigma
a
fire?
hoe behavior.
Okay.
That's
okay.
I hated.
What's
I want you to know I hated that. Now, the most important question to ask here is, did you sleep with someone from the wedding party?
Oh.
Or were you in
okay.
the wedding party?
Okay, let him cook. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
I have this like
Rod, thanks for the
feeling that it's happened more
raid.
than once, but the most recent was I was I was a photographer, and also this hookup wasn't like sleeping together.
Welcome on in, Raiders. We're
Just
talking
so
about
you know.
sex.
But I didn't. It was so okay.
Good point, Ember.
We were both technically working the wedding.
Oh,
that is hoe behavior.
That's hoe-ish.
100% that's hoe
Okay.
behavior.
Okay.
As
How
soon
is
as
your
you're a
rate?
vendor banging another vendor at a wedding, that's hoe shit.
vendor on vendor hoeing.
Okay, but also
I hope you had a
also it
lovely
was-
stream,
it was
Crot. Thank
also,
you
like,
for coming up.
like they were friends, so it's not like it was like really random people. It's just like the people.
Yeah.
Like I was. Yeah. Okay. I'm not.
It
I
is a
won't
great,
deny it.
it's a super universal topic, for sure. You think weddings should be the exception, Jenny, because love is in the air? Like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
I
agree
know-
with that, Jenny.
See, I don't, because I think that weddings are some of the sluttiest places on the planet.
That's,
Yeah.
I
wait,
don't.
how are you,
That's how you get there. I feel like
No,
you're.
aren't you agreeing?
no,
How are you
I am
disagreeing?
not. I
It
am
sounds
not
like you're
agreeing.
agreeing.
Because if you're not sleeping with someone because you have emotional tie, like if you're there as a guest and you brought a date and you bang, that is different than being like someone who goes there single, or as a vendor goes there single and then bang someone at the wedding.
Because, like, I do know, I've had many interactions with single folks who are, like, ready and willing to be my plus one in situations to go to weddings because they're hoping to find action there specifically. And
Yes,
everyone's
and
dressed up and the vibes. Yeah, I think the vibes are hoe enabling vibes.
Yes, they're hoe enabling vibes, but I think it depends on the context in which you go.
I think
as
it's
to
the
whether or not
spectrum
it's
of hoe. I think it's the spectrum of hoe. If you have to raid and run, I totally understand, but I really appreciate you trusting your community with all these hoes that I have here.
Okay.
With
So
all these hoes that I have.
With
here.
all my hoes in the kingdom. My kingdom of hoes. Nate, I just
yes.
realized that my product
We are the
idea
slime
now
kingdom
has
of
to have an
hoes.
18 plus tag on it. I was talking to Nate about
I'm so
a
sorry.
product idea, and this is, if you clip this out of context, you're gonna get the wrong idea for what my product idea is. But he's like, "That's a great idea, Zyla. I can't wait to see you do it and make it." I'm like, thanks. And now, with this new lore, I feel like I'm burdened with responsibility. Oh boy. Your favorite was
Going
there's always a
on with this
bridesmaid who
floor, but I
wants
like
to
it.
sleep specifically with
Okay,
the wedding
so,
photographer. Jimmy,
strip
thank you for giving the
all of
gifted
these birch
subscription to
logs in the
Craw.
center.
That's so nice. Oh, and Craw passing the love on and giving a gifted to Tootsie2230.
See, most
Thanks
of
for the subs,
the
guys.
weddings I've been a part of, like the wedding party or something, they've been this too. Oops.
Yep.
I did
We
it.
we need to replace all of those with this spruce.
Of the last wedding I went to where I thought I was the only gay, I found the only other 2 gays that were there and danced with no one else for the whole night.
That's incredible. I love that.
One
I'm
of
really
them
happy
kissed
that
me on the
happened.
cheek, and while I was drunk, it's the only time I've been drunk in my whole life, ever, I told Nate she kissed me, and then the next morning, when I was
Sorry, I fell
sober,
into
one
the
of the
hole.
first... I was like, well, that was quite the reaction. Okay. You're going to a wedding tomorrow? Rah. You're gonna have to come back
Are
and tell a
we-
story. You're not
That's
working at those?
crazy.
Yeah, are we
That's
having
okay.
a hoe phase at this wedding?
Well, like, if Craw's wife is going, maybe not.
I mean, you could still be hoes together.
Ember, you got
Yeah.
proposed to slightly? How do you get proposed to slightly? Huh? I will say it reminds me of a friend that are now happily married. A couple friend told us about a joke proposal
No.
idea he had, which was to fake propose throughout the whole day,
This one
but it
goes
was all in
center,
really public
upright.
ways.
spruce.
Like hiring a
Spruce?
band to
Yep,
like
spruce. Yep, there you go.
serenade them at the restaurant, and
These
then like
4 are going
pretend
to
he lost the
be
ring,
horizontally, all pointing in.
pay for the baseball
Nope,
diamond to
nope,
put it up on the screen, and
Yeah, I
then
know.
like pretend he has to go to
So,
the bathroom or throw
this-
up.
So
And
it'll
he
be
was
this
gonna
way
do
going
like
in.
7 of these
Perfect.
in a single day. 7. And we're like, wow, we're so glad you didn't do that. And his wife's like, I am so glad you didn't do that. And we're like, but it is really funny to think about retrospectively. Still happily married, and yes, she is going with you. Not
for
fondue party
Craw and
type
his
of
wife to
couple.
be-
Fair.
Time for Craw and his wife to be hoes at the wedding together.
You can be hoes and be together.
Nope. Don't put those back in. Don't put those back in.
Nate, you
We're
sound so
changing it, Ellen.
autistic right now. I love you so much. Only hearing what you're saying and not seeing what's happening, like, it's really
I
relatable.
barely know what's going on.
Okay. Lay out horizontal blocks running
I love
along
it.
the length of these channels.
Yeah, lay out horizontally.
I'm just trying to lay wood down.
I know.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm laying the wood down.
He's having an autism. Twice? Ember, what the fuck?
and
Your
we're not going to
parents go on
strip
dates to
these
strip
ones.
clubs? Elf, can you relate to the autism or to the going on dates to strip clubs? The only way it could be more autistic is if he was talking about trains.
Oh, no,
Yeah, if these were like train tracks, whole other game. Whole other game.
There you go. That's your flooring.
I love it.
It only
That's
took
so much
him
better than
an
what I would've
hour and
ever
4
done.
minutes to explain it to you.
That's crazy. I feel offended.
Are you actually offended though?
Wait,
No.
explain what?
Okay, didn't think so. The autism thing.
But I changed. I have to
happened
fix
here?
one. Give me 1 second. I have to fix this.
Ember, I'm so, like, oh, that's cool. Your parents are so sex positive that they go on dates to strip clubs. Good for them. Fun for them. Can you please circle back to you were slightly proposed to twice yesterday?
I survived again. That's good. I hit water at the bottom of the moist hole.
Strip clubs have good deals on food? Ooh,
Oh,
really?
good.
I wouldn't know. As mentioned earlier,
True.
I was
Strip
only
clubs
ever
go to
a hoe for
casinos.
Jesus.
Strip club wings and nachos are fucking goated for price point. Value over to
But
dollar.
also casinos.
True. Oh,
Like,
they
there's-
have more than just bar
you need to
food?
sleep.
'Cause-
Art, you need to sleep. Art, you need to sleep. Art, you
I'm
need
going,
to
I'm
sleep
going,
right
I'm
now.
going, I'm going, I'm going.
Hey, Art.
I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping.
Maybe you should sleep. I think it would be
I
good.
am. I saved us
You
all.
relate to the game. See, you're one of us.
Okay.
The
Okay.
club makes
So
Costco chicken seem overpriced. Woo-wee!
I've always thought I could be a good DJ at a strip club.
You could just be a good
Okay.
DJ, period.
So listen to me here.
That's quite the
Ladies
nacho.
and gentlemen.
I hear
Okay,
you.
okay. Ready? Ready?
Wait, just nacho
Wait, I'm
rule.
ready, I'm ready.
Jeff says I have a nacho rule. No nachos if the coochie or titties are out.
That's crazy. That's such a funny rule. I love that actually.
I'm clipping it.
Okay, okay. Ready? Ready? Ready?
Wait.
Ladies
no.
and gentlemen, up next is Crystal. Get your hands out of your pockets and off your rockets.
Oh
like-
my god.
Is that the only line you have? Give me one more. Go.
Yeah, do you say that
Be,
every night?
be consistent, or is it always that
There's a
one?
spider in our moist hole.
Spider hanging in the
I would
corner.
have to think of a couple others, but like that's the first
So
one I
you
thought of
was
back in the
wrong. It
day.
was just that one.
It's just that's the starting point. I've never considered it. I've never considered
You've never
anything
considered
further.
more. you
Nate,
just
just
put
think
that one
about just
line.
just
No, I
use
need
drag
to-
names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just that's crazy.
Oh,
that's not crazy. That's called outsourcing.
man, I got it. I
Uh-oh.
almost died, but I got it.
Okay.
There was a skeleton.
I'm
that
trying to
shot
think of
me.
a way to make salami and pizza work in one.
Okay, well if you're trying too hard,
Salami
it's
and
not going to
pizza?
be good.
Yeah. Or
Map check. I did it, you guys. I have exciting news.
Did you finish the road?
I have
Or
reached no.
You finished the map?
No. It's always unhinged. Don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Sorry.
So I'm
Okay.
still tunneling. However, I've reached the
now you
top
can
of the
just decorate
chunk,
it however you want.
and there is a little pink dot at the very top fucking right. That is 2 Sakura biomes now. Confirmed. 1 on each map. Different chunks.
I am
Yay!
going to. You have drag race soon, don't you? In like 45 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Nate, our cats also need food.
Yes, I know. I
Same
was
here.
going to go feed the cats, and then I was probably going
Wanna feed mine?
to. No, I can't. That's too far. I don't have
We
the
could.
power station.
Let's just do a quick cutaway. We'll travel by map.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's true.
What?
Do you know Art? Do you know the capital of Burkina Faso?
What? Do I know the capital? What?
Burkina Faso.
This is me reading chat, by the way.
No. I have no idea what you're
It's
saying.
Ouagadougou.
One of them
You're
was a
saying
99%
No
a joke,
words.
but the 1% being if it actually did get my friend out of Texas. Okay.
I'm
Autism
going
gay is
to
complicated.
I'm going to probably disappear here, feed the cats. I'm gonna get ready. I have to go play an old man on a GTA server.
You're doing that tonight too?
Oh, okay.
I thought you were doing that tomorrow.
There is a person who messaged me saying that they've made. So I've created backstory for a
Does
stupid
it
character.
have to
He's-
be tonight?
Yes, because
Why?
she just made the character who's going to be playing the daughter of the old man, and we're going to go serve. We're gonna go serve child custody and what's the word for the money
You sound
that
so proud of yourself, and it's making me very happy for you.
It is so funny. I walk around with a cane and I call people my grandchildren, except there's one guy
Yeah.
on the server who happens to have named his character Kyle, and we're suing him for
Mhm.
child support.
Good. How about this? I will not complain that you are adding a GTA night to a calendar that wasn't precedented if you stream it.
Yes, I intend to stream it.
There, boom.
All right.
Nate basically playing Shameless at this point. Hell yeah. The
Yeah.
stream is so unhinged. Gentlemen and lesbians, let's welcome to the floor a woman whose nickname in high school was the Spruce Goose.
Spruce
I
goose.
like
What
the
does
spruce
spruce goose
goose.
mean?
I like that it could mean multiple things.
I
Having a
love
great time.
that.
The other one I told to Quinn to get a ring first at like midnight. Come in stage. She's got moves so smooth you'll forget you're waiting to get into the bathroom. It's Ivana Tinkle. That's a good drag name as well.
It's time
Oh, I
for
love
Tommy
that.
to get his hands off his salami. Up next to the floor is Diamond.
I'm up and jaws are on the floor.
And Diamond definitely will dance to Chapel Run.
Absolutely.
An
Hell
airplane
yeah.
that never flew higher than 5 feet. Ooh, bonus lore. Love that. So there's your proposals. Thank you. Because if we
How
never
are
circled
you?
back, I would have been not well.
Hey,
One
I'm going to
one
disappear. I'm going to use the washroom.
Okay.
Thank you
Toodaloo for now.
We're hanging out and see
if
you.
What?
if you want to do this again, just send me a message.
That's normally how we do
I
this.
will.
Also,
Yeah.
if
And it's
any,
also
if
like
any,
50% Mondays, so doing it on a Friday is
Yeah.
kind of like freeing, actually.
if any subscribers in chat also want in here, we have room for up to 20 people at a time, and there's no
Why?
limit on how many people I can add.
Hi, Art. Welcome back to Road. Ooh, here. Look at the
Hey.
map. Look at the map. Boop.
Oh, I think my inventory's full. Sorry.
There's a chest right here. I just built it. Pet the
I
kitties.
just tossed.
Yeah, Nate, you have to pet the cats for everyone. We
How
will
do I
not
look at
be
the
able.
map?
We will not be able. You just hold it in your right hand. Just hold it in your hand, and then look down.
Oh, the little pink dot.
Yes. So that's our
Finished
second.
it.
That's our second Sakura biome. I was just about to ask.
Hold on, I'm gonna
I
show
would-
Nick. Sorry.
I still
my house
still
is
get
down
your
here,
pings,
and we
and
made a map all the way up to the top of this map.
yes,
Look at
I see it every time, and
He
I'm
says, "Good
so
job."
never free. I've been really bad for the last like 3-4 years straight about needing to book everything like more than a month in advance. My supervisor at work was
Here you
like, "Hey, we're all doing a staff dinner. Thank you so much. Do you want to come join us?" I was like, "Tonight?" She went, "Yeah." I went, "Ha ha ha ha!
No.
No, I'm working." And by working, I mean, here I am. I was reflecting because I was messaging Bear, Unbearable Gamer. Feel free, one of my mods. Actually, Nate just fucking left. So Ember, if you could give Unbearable Gamer a shout out as well. I was DMing him on TikTok. I was like, oh my gosh, the Among Us days. Those are so fun. Don't get you going. Too late. We're here. Chaperone's happy place for all of us right now. Absolutely. I am back to a pretty regular streaming schedule though, to be fair. And we're currently doing 2 back-to-back 5-day marathons. So I think that's pretty good. Do you have a bed on you, Art? Because I don't. Gardening
No,
in
they're both
Minecraft,
in my
which is
hole.
fine. Thank you. Have a good rest of your evening too. And thank you again for the raid. Thank you so much.
Forgot to grab a bed. I'm sorry.
And how to
We
make
can run-
pride flags. Yay! Okay, hi. What's up? What's up? What's up?
So
My tree grew.
I was
Whoa!
thinking-
My trees grew. What's up? Sorry.
yeah, while we were standing here. Which way
I
is
planted them
the?
east.
Oh, this way. There's a village over this hill. We could just go to the village.
Oh,
for a bed.
that is so smart. Yeah, I totally forgot about them. Okay, I was just about to ask chat. Do I ones in chat if I keep digging? Twos in chat if we pop over the hill and see what's up there, because that's a pretty curious
Wait,
looking
yeah,
horizon.
How far have you gotten?
I don't know, but I think I went off the map, and I don't have paper on me to make a new map, and I would also have to make a new compass. That would involve going all the way back. So normally what I would do is I would finish the tunnel and then make sure I'm back on this map that I'm looking at, and then I would go left so that we have a north direction and a west direction, so I at least have like a border of the map.
Oh, I see.
And then
where you
it'll
went.
circle around back home
Oh, jeez.
eventually.
Oh my gosh.
You
Oh, I
okay?
fell.
Don't worry, there's moist holes here
I'm
too.
good. I'm good. Yeah, I fell in a moist hole.
So my issue currently is that I just ran out of my last pickaxe, and I only got 2 pieces of iron because both of the veins I had only had 1 iron in it.
I have 2 pickaxes. That's almost done. Also, I'm gonna leave soon because I have Drag Race to watch.
Oh, fun! I'm
Oh,
so
there's
not
a fire
current.
zombie.
However, I do watch every single Boot or Toot. What the fuck is that show called? Boot or Toot. Self-care. Okay.
Toot or boot?
Raja
Sorry,
and
I keep
Raven on
screaming.
YouTube with the outfits. Fashion photo review. There it is in my head. Not the pit stop.
In your head,
Literally,
out loud.
literally just fashion photo review. I watched that because I only watch Fashion Photo Review when it's those two, though. Or Violet and Mick. Never any other pair.
Oh
Because I
boy, this is
like
a
how
big tunnel.
critical they are. Who
Do this
are you
all
rooting
now.
for this season? One in chat if
Me?
big.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Or just
Oh,
anyone
sorry.
watching.
Okay. Well, I watched last week's episode with my housemates, and they watched most of the season without me, which was really sad because we always watch it together. But we don't live in we just in separate parts of the house now.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to binge all of it very
Oh
quickly.
my gosh.
I have mixed feelings because I really like Anya Nerve's performances. I do not like how they act around the other people. Not
I
that
would
they're
agree.
mean, but they're kind of careless.
Yes, I would agree. The
Did you grab a
the
bed?
spray this I did not grab a bed, no, so we're going over there now. The spray paint
Okay.
gate is a really good
Yeah,
example. Like
right?
everyone unanimously agrees, like, bruh, there was no reason to not
No reason to
fess
not say
up
anything.
immediately when outrightly asked. A turtle just came to
She didn't
shore.
fess up immediately, and then she also just kind of told everyone afterwards. And it's like, have you never like made a mistake before and like owned up to it?
It was
Is that
zombies. Really weird. I'll catch up on chat when a zombie's not
it was
chasing
really
me.
weird and uncomfortable.
Oh, the iron golem is totally fucking up some skeletons. Let's go. I remember this village
Oh
sucking,
no.
so here's hoping beds still exist.
Yeah, I took one earlier today,
Oh,
and then
good.
I dropped it.
I picked a house that only
Sorry.
has a saw in it. That's rad. Okay.
Useful.
Yeah. Oh my god, not the creepers. Jeff, I'm so glad you can't jump scare me right now. I found the house you took a bed from.
Sorry.
Oh my god, so many skellies and so many enders.
Oh, this house has
Oh, you found
this
a bed!
house has 2 beds.
I will wait. Yay, happy daytime. I'm gonna let things burn while I catch up on
Get in.
chat. Ooh, thank you for self-care redemption. Testing how this works, because you're my first Twitch sub. I've never had points. So fun fact, you do not need to be subscribed to earn those channel points. Just so you know. You just earn more channel points when you are subscribed, and the higher tier of subscriber you are, the faster you earn them. Moist hose and hole phases. That's the theme of the stream. You know what? I'll keep that in mind when I title this for a YouTube video tomorrow.
Moist holes and hoe phases.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ember. That's incredible.
I low-key almost want to make the Minecraft hoe in the moon phases as, you know, just to make it a Minecrafty pun. But that would sound like a lot more work than I normally put into my thumbnail, so we'll see. Why do you feel ancient sometimes at 32? I swear I'm still 25. Genuine question. You don't have to answer it if you're not comfortable. Are you any type of neurodivergent? Because if so, I have some potential answers. Don't feel bad in a few months from 37. You
I
feel
know you weren't
ancient at
asking
28.
me, but yes.
Yeah. Hands up. When I was a kid, I thought I'd be married and have kids by 25. I
I'm
also
locked
was told
somehow.
that 25 was the
Sorry.
number.
Yeah, right? If I had children when I was 25, oh no.
And my mom had me when she was
It
22. Ugh.
My mom had me when she was 33, so
You didn't think you'd make it to 25? Nate is in that club. Just so you're aware. He has existential dread following him throughout his life because he's like, I never thought I'd make it this far. Yes, you're neurospicy. Yes. Okay. So, fun fact, not that I'm a doctor, nothing I say should be taken as anything literally ever. I am just someone who's on the internet with a microphone and opinions. But from what I've seen and from what I've heard and from what I've been told from people that I consider more educated than I am and more experienced than I am, the reason why you swear you're still 25, outside of the fact that COVID ruined the perception of time for most people's minds, is a neurospicy thing. I was explained to by my old therapist that for myself, I told her about how, like, I was waiting for the adulthood to hit, is how I phrased it. I was like, my whole life going, when do I feel that, like, that click? When does that flip switch? When do I get that, oh, adulthood. I feel different than how I felt when I was a child now. Why do I feel too young all the time? I'm being assessed for PTSD. And so but I was also diagnosed with GAD, and she thinks I developed generalized anxiety disorder between the ages of 4 and 6 based on my history. So in my case, she explained to me that the reason why I never felt that flip switch is because it had to flip way earlier than it was supposed to. Which kind of made sense to me as she was explaining it. So, like, it doesn't feel different now that I'm 28, coming up on 30. It doesn't feel a whole lot different mentally or physically or whatever than I did when I was younger, because my life phases got mixed up. While I'm here, I'm going to make some stone pickaxes and just blast through those. Blah, blah, blah. I'm really glad I was able to get out of my marriage without having kids, because we were actively trying, and I thank my lucky stars every day that he was the problem. And I can say that so confidently in light of recent events. The recent events being, I spent 3 months last year pregnant again. again. That's now the second time I've had an unplanned pregnancy with Nate, and I've dealt with it, but rest assured, he's getting the snip this year. It's on our resolution list. Okay. Y'all said dig.
I definitely
I don't
recommend.
have a segue,
well, I say
but
I
like.
recommend.
Sorry, what's that?
Oh, I was just gonna say, the snip.
Yeah.
Nick recommends the anesthesia for that.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
did it without, and it was okay, but it was a lot more painful.
Especially if you metabolize local anesthetic quickly.
Especially if you have a quick metabolism for local anesthetics.
Well, I mean, he's done a lot of fucking drugs. Was it the premium anesthetics
so
or the normal
it might be.
anesthetics?
I think he did the normal, and he's saying you should get the premium.
Okay, because that is $850.
Yeah. Oh, geez, that's way more than what his would have been.
So we're not doing that.
I think it was supposed to be like 300 for the. Yeah.
The normal was covered by Alberta Health.
Oh, so yeah, our Alberta
our
Health
normal is also
covers
covered by
yeah,
provincial, but the premium's
sorry.
not. A little bit. I could only hear
Yeah,
him
the
because you
premium
stopped talking.
is
Okay, careful, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So that's when I was like,
dangerous.
things are changing. I no longer feel safe. I don't want to close it off like completely, because I want to like
But just in a
check
safe
it
way.
out later. But I'm like,
Yeah.
creepers could drop onto my head. Then me and my friend would be dead.
Oh.
It's happened to her a lot. Me not at all. I don't want to lose my experience and fall. I don't have material for others too. Sorry, what's that?
I said this tunnel's great. I love that you went from 3 spaces to 2 spaces to 1 space.
You got diagnosed with ADHD 3 years ago. Congrats! Oh my gosh, it's like almost the exact same time as Jen, as other Jen.
Same. Well, my name's not Jen, so I'm not in the band. But for me, it was 4 years ago, so I'm not.
Just so you know, we're already well off of that other map. So next time I do.
Oh,
yeah. So
I love that you're right behind me. I didn't even notice. Hold on, I gotta eat something.
Okay.
You went through me.
I always thought one day you'd wake up and be a person that replaces the empty toilet paper roll, but here I am.
Need to make another map.
Can I ask, are you on any medication of any kind, or self-medicated, or not wanting medication, or wanting some, and like not wanting some? Like, where are you at with that? You don't, again, like, you don't have to answer anything you're not comfortable answering. I'm just like genuinely curious because one of the things. Ow! We can't do that in the same spot. Also, my ow was more dramatic than it needed to be. Kendra and you haven't had any pregnancy, but we both want to get fixed. I'm going to call it that now instead of the snip. Thank you so much.
I love that humans, instead of getting the snip, you're getting fixed.
Gotta get fixed. That's so funny. The deal was basically, I'm like, the surgeon I met with, she was like, do you want us to tie you up while we're in there? And I was like, no, I've been through enough. It's his turn. It's fair. And she goes, absolutely agree. But we offered to everyone. I'm like, love you, thank you. We just met, but you're great. I was at a women's
love that.
hospital.
Wait,
They
oh,
slayed.
you're just going down this cold mine.
Sorry, just the
I'm
cold.
glad. I get you.
There have been like over 3 stacks in just this tunnel. It's been pretty crazy. You were told you were lazy and unmotivated your whole life. See, and I went through life in disguise.
Same.
No one could tell that anything was wrong with me, but my
I was
sister got diagnosed. I'll take left. You take right. Sorry, go ahead, Art.
I was in the lazy and unmotivated category, but like my grade 1 teacher mentioned to my parents that it might be ADHD, and my parents were like, "No, she just needs to work harder," and they thought that all the way through school while I struggled.
Yeah.
When I could have probably been helped when I was young.
Our sibling dynamic didn't help a lot. Like, I'm the oldest child. I know it shows. Nate is also the oldest child, but it doesn't show, which makes me look even more like an oldest child. However, my sister had like expectations of me to live up to, because like, you know, the first child comes along and then that's the bar for every other child that comes after that, especially when like parents are new to the job and trying to figure things out and like, oh, what's normal and what's sand. Like, what's normal, what's not normal. I wonder if that connected to the other biome. I have shovels for days. I can do this all day. A new recipe, huzzah.
I also have a lot of shovels.
But yeah, I was acing everything, and by acing I mean like 90 plus averages.
God, how much sand is there?
We're out! Oh my god!
We're out?
We're out! Oh my gosh, we get to look at the land! Oh, just in time. Holy shit. How far are we? Oh yeah, decently into the next chunk I see. And there's birch. Weren't you guys needing birch? This is all a lot of birch. Nate wanted birch, right? We're gonna have to build one hell of a bridge if we're gonna keep going straight. But yeah, I will.
Oh yeah. Well, to be fair, we could no.
It can just be for the continent, and that's fine.
It could, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That might be the case. Hey, it looks like there's like an island or a ship or something over there.
Do you see the little floaty bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that too. Maybe let's wait till the new day though, because it's about to be dark.
Are you giving it to me?
Why? Oh, hell yeah. Shovel down. That's exciting stuff. I was saying words. Right. I was acing everything, but I, like, cannot stress enough how, like, I've spent my whole, like, childhood living in a constant state of panic and stress, and, like, alarm bells going off in the brain constantly, 24/7, all the time, but I never let it fucking show. Because I learned the hard way, like, oh no, that's not allowed. Like, no weakness allowed, only strength, only perfection, really, really high bar. And my sister came along and started struggling in school. She and my mom got taken in for ADHD testing, the both of them. They both came out with diagnoses.
Wait,
and I never even got considered to go in because I had no performance issues. So because they couldn't... Oh, that's a jungle tree. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what the floaty is. So yeah, I never got tested at all. No kind of assessment. My brother even got an assessment when he was younger.
See,
we didn't take... Did you not take a bed?
No.
Oh.
I just slept in the bed.
Alright. Back in the hole.
Sorry.
That's okay. I didn't even think about it.
That's my bad. I didn't think about it either.
Being gay does remove the risk of unplanned pregnancy. We need to get at least into a bed zone. Or I can figure out where left is. We can just dig underground and be safe. So I'm waiting for our dot to pop back up onto map.
Oh, okay.
The joys of lesbianism. Hell yeah. Being gay does remove the risk. Yeah. Aside from when you forget you're gay because your period is late. Hell yeah. You take stimulant meds and anxiety meds, and it's all very recent. Has that been like a positive change for you? I was either going to end up in prison or dead by 25 club. You're an only child. 45-year-old sister would be surprised to hear that, though. Savage! I'm going to steal that. Please be a boat. Okay. See, I didn't even think to, because my anxiety was so bad, I didn't think anyone would believe me. Oh god, that's heavy. I love that I asked earlier manually, have you taken your meds today? And then the chat also asked through a timer on my behalf. Have you taken your meds today? Oh my gosh, we blew way past the chunk.
Did we?
Oh shit, no, be
Wow.
right back. Yeah, I'm just looking at the dot on the map and it hasn't even become a cursor yet.
Hi, Jeff.
Oh, it
Hi,
just
Jeff.
did. It just did. Okay, backing up. Actually, I'm going to do this with the map big. This will be a lot easier. Literally right here. Okay. This. Oh my goodness! Thanks,
You are.
Nick. I was like, who is that? And then I remembered.
Oh.
Thanks for the 2 months.
Oh, he's watching. I just realized.
He
I
is
looked
now.
over at the
He
screen.
is now. Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, no, that's illegal.
You
Those
said
have to be
thanks, Nick,
unlocked.
and I was like, Nick, and then I saw his name, and then I looked over and he's watching the stream.
Popped in to throw up one prime.
Yeah. Wait, Zyla, I don't know where you went.
I stopped. I'm back here. I figured out where left is. So this is
Oh,
the end
there
of the
you are.
chunk. This is where I'm standing, where I'm digging. This is the end of the chunk.
Is the end of the
And
chunk.
everything past there is the next chunk.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah. Keep forgetting to take yours, but you're on such
Do you think it's
high
daytime
strength
yet?
antidepressants. Definitely take them. Yes, please.
Wait, so should we climb out of here and continue the highway going the opposite way of the chunk?
If it wasn't dark out,
Or-
I'd say yes, but it's dark out, so I'm saying no.
Okay.
So right now we're making the border of the previous of like the chunk we've been working on this whole time.
Yeah.
We're making the border.
Do you think if we keep going, we'll get to daylight again?
Yes,
All right.
that's the
Or
plan.
not daylight, but outside.
Yes. Oh, to outside. Oh,
do-
potentially.
I do have to go soon.
Yeah, and that's totally fine.
I need to smoke weed before Drag Race because it's more fun that way.
No, I totally believe you. I
Not too much though, because too much puts me in a panic mode, and I don't need that.
No one needs that. No one. No one. Boop. There we go.
Are you outside?
Nope.
That was
That
just
was
like
my crafting noise. I made 10, 12 torches. I'm digging. You were diagnosed with ADHD when you were 7 or 8, autism at 10 or 11, bipolar at 13, which got changed to type 1 a few years later after some intense manic episodes. Oh boy. I was just talking to my girlfriend. Her mom is diagnosed with rapid cycling bipolar. I was like, oh, she's bipolar.
Oh.
1 or 2. And she went rapid cycling. I went, ooh.
I've had multiple. Oh, my pickaxes are done. So I'll just
Do you want
walk
some
behind.
stone ones? I have like 7. Here you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I don't know if I'm bipolar, but I believe it. That's me with like most of my diagnoses right now. ADHDers in chat, how does coffee affect you? Sorry, Art, go
It
ahead.
doesn't.
Like
I
0?
just enjoy the taste. Yeah, I can usually have a cup of coffee or 2 and then go back to sleep very easily. The only thing that does happen is sometimes I have to poop.
Right. One of the
But,
only
like,
things
not
that,
always.
right. One of the only things that makes me think maybe I don't have ADHD or maybe I don't have just ADHD by itself is that I have heard almost unanimously from both strangers and friends alike on the internet that caffeine has either an opposite effect or a 0 effect for ADHDers, and I don't have that at all. Caffeine works for me. It's
I
like
wonder
it's
if
like,
that's
oh yeah, no,
because
this is
your body's
definitely
not
a
used to
drug and
it.
it's in my system now. Every time I drink coffee. Well, that's the thing is now I drink coffee every day and I have for the last like
And it still has the same
a
effect.
while. Yeah, I'm
Oh, okay.
buzzed. Like I get hella buzzed. And I'm like, okay,
So-
that's not a good reason to think I don't have ADHD when there's a lot of
No.
evidence that supports the contrary and I recognize that. But it's just something I can't like really like get out of my head. So like the more data I can collect by asking people about their personal experience, the better, you know?
So I think depending on the type of coffee, like if I have like a really strong espresso, like I would drink
Mhm.
a lot of Americanos in my first couple of years of school. And like a venti Americano from Starbucks. So
Yeah.
that's just straight
A
espresso and
lot
hot
of fucking
water.
coffee.
It's a lot, and that's a lot of caffeine. That would get me buzzed.
Okay.
But that was like, let's concentrate the caffeine into a point where like it would probably put someone in a coma.
Or like kill a very
not
small
in a
rodent.
not in
Yeah.
a sleep. Yes, yeah. that's the only way that it will on me. If I just have a cup of coffee, it's like, ooh, I love the taste, and then I'm fine. Like Nick made me two cups of coffee today, and I was ready to go back to sleep afterwards.
More?
I didn't. I got up eventually, but
Right.
I could have gone back to sleep.
Fascinating. Oops. That's fascinating. Thank you for sharing.
I got really distracted by coal vein,
Yeah, same. I'm also
so I'm
coaling
like
right
way
now.
behind you.
You're good. You're good. I'm also coaling. How dare you not be
But
productive?
yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
kidding.
it's I mean, I definitely don't think that it's a definitive
No.
ADHD factor, but it is a really interesting one.
Yeah. Because like I could very much
With
have
how
like
it
let's
affects
say
people.
basically I'm gonna get diagnosed with something and whatever it is, I'm pretty sure I've mentally braced for it and have considered it as an option. So nothing is gonna be like I won't take anything as bad news because just knowing at all I think is a huge blessing. But like
It
it
makes
could
a huge
be
difference.
like
Yeah,
let's say it could be
absolutely.
autism and OCD. It could be just CPTSD and nothing else. You know what I mean? Like it's the
Yeah.
all the circles. There's a lot of overlapping and like the way that they all play with each other and whatever. I do think
Multiple
I
of
would
my
believe autism slash ADHD more for myself than just ADHD. And again, this is only because of the content that I consume on the internet and literally no other reason
yeah.
other than comparing my own personal experiences to those of people who have had a similar diagnosis. Your ex-girlfriend is rapid cycling. Oh my goodness. Incredible person. You don't even know how it ended. It just kind of did. You never had fights. She was always genuinely happy. I mean, I'm really happy to hear that. That was not the case for my friend whose mom is rapid cycling. She's also low-key mental health denier and is on no medication whatsoever ever kind. Found a cave beneath us. And there's
You found a
lava.
cave?
Yep.
Oh no.
It's bridging over.
Is this why there's cobble everywhere?
Oh no, that was the vein. I nonsensically went on autopilot and started refilling
Oh,
where I dug the coal out, and then
okay.
afterwards went, shouldn't have done that. So I apologize. Okay, there's some gravel up ahead.
Um,
I'm gonna catch up real quick.
my
Oh, since you're talking about sex, you'll say it's been okay, medication. I have a significant lack of libido because of the anxiety meds. Interesting. So you like one medication or
yeah,
two? You find that too?
anxiety and depression medication does that for sure.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Um,
I'm not saying it's not a
yeah,
bummer, but
it's like my brain is like, ooh, horny, but my body is like, which is very strange for me.
weird.
Like considering
Sorry, I'm not trying to call you
considering
weird. No, sorry. I
no, no,
meant
no.
interesting,
It's I don't
fascinating.
think I just
Are you okay?
fine.
You saw
I
the
just
hole. I see where you
no,
are.
I saw the hole, and as I saw the hole, I tossed my pickaxe into it. Like the whole
Good.
like I was like, oh, hole, and then whipped my pickaxe right into the
Good.
hole. Hi, Nick is giving me a are you serious look right now.
So serious.
Screamed out of nowhere.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was quite
uh,
the jump scare. Anyone else at home need to do some breathing exercises? Do
I'm
some
so
self-care?
sorry about my screaming. It's an automatic response to anything, and I know that it startles people.
I mean, Discord's doing you a lot of favors on my end with like a lot
I'm
of it not
sorry.
being audible.
So
Your
sorry.
entire body hates you. Oh my god, I feel that about once a month. I'm low-key also considering the reality of needing a like more severe like premenstrual disorder diagnosis with the way things have been, but I'm also just like, well, I did have an abortion like within the last year, and they did say that you can have symptoms for up to a year technically, so maybe I should like give myself a little bit of grace. I don't know where to land on that, but I'm all up to speed on bodies hating their owners. Hi, Crimson. Hi. Oh my god. Art is in the call with me right now. I was just talking to Crimson about how the three of us need to get back into the farm at some point in the future to continue our Stardew multiplayer endeavors.
Gotten very far. Hello.
Sorry, we're very distracted at the moment, Crimson. How are you doing, though? Amber, could we get a shout out for our lovely, lovely friend? I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, I never asked a single time this whole stream how many slimes out of 10 everyone is being today. Oh, fuck. Are you good?
I'm fine, but I should go, especially since I just threw my pickaxe into a hole.
Oh, is that the problem? I was like, why are you dancing? Like, oh, are we having a
I'm just
moment?
going in and out.
You.
Dude. Well, you were just standing there, and I didn't have a pickaxe, so I was just waiting while you were chatting.
Okay, well, thank you for playing and for hanging. We'll definitely do this again some more. I don't necessarily always
bye,
have to be streaming either, so I'm sure we'll play more.
That's fair. I have fun either
I will
way.
keep digging though.
Okay.
I'll
Bye.
post about my progress later. Bye. Have a good night.
Good night.
You could fit you with an
that's fair.
IV of Dr. Pepper. Oh God. Officially, the on paper diagnosis is rapid cycling bipolar type 1, but that is too many words. It is a lot of words. Don't like the taste of coffee. Me neither. Hate it. Do mainline cherry Pepsi just constantly. I didn't know they had cherry Pepsi. I know about cherry Coke, but that's about it. Kind of therapeutic to just be able to talk genuinely and openly to people you don't really know, but also people that you can relate to just because of interest. Honestly, yes, that is the foundation of what this community is built on. It got us all through the pandemic together. Is very much a like. Are my shoutouts just like not working at all? Like, I understand if the visual's not going up, but like even the chat text isn't going out. Well, 9 out of 10 slimes recommend Crimson, so please go follow. Everyone loves Dr. Pepper. I saw a TikTok about like how Dr. Pepper fans will be so offended if you don't like their drink, but no other pop fan is like that at all. And I thought that was very funny and accurate. Yeah, it's like you have people you relate to, but then like people where you can like talk to each other and like nothing's ever going to come back to people you know in real life unless your like relationship develops offline in a more formal fashion. You know what I mean? Like, you know, once you're like Snapchat level friends, then like, you know, you're locked in. You're just friends now. You're not just internet friends. But like, yeah, you can just like talk here and like yap, and like, God, Jen is great for that because like she's definitely my best friend and like we've seen each other once in person, but like each of us know every fucking detail about everything ever, and like we can talk shit, we can vent, we can cry, we can like do whatever, but like there's no like ramifications, I guess. I don't have a lot of ramifications in my relationships because if people can't take me at my blunt, I just don't speak to them ever again. I'm very much over the idea that like everyone has to be friends with everyone and that you have to be best friends with all your friends. Like, I love closeness and I love openness and I love honesty. And like, if people think that being open and honest are too and vulnerable are too intimate, then I'm like, okay, bye. We're clearly not gonna get along. Yeet. Dudes on SSRI is depressing. Doesn't one ever finish? This exhausting. Oh, I'm so sorry. Frustrating. Hi, my bipolar medications are actually technically anti-epileptic. That's fascinating. Careful with meds because the meds for the one problem can cause your other problem to flare up. Oh God, yeah. Like juggling it, finding a good fix, like even experimenting with medication too. That sounds exhausting. 2 out of 10 slimes. What about everyone else? How many slimes out of 10 are you? I think I'm a solid 6 today. Yesterday I was 2. Today I think I'm a 6. Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla. Ooh, that sounds like a lot. It is accurate because Dr. Pepper is the best. You should try it. It's liquid gay. No, never fight me. Keep vanilla away from my sodas. You don't like vanilla drinks. That's crazy. You're fine vanilla drinks. 5 out of 10 slime. You need to buy some unicorn gin. Okay, unicorn gin is kind of fun. Probably 6, but your left hand hurts. Okay, well, we're not going to do a callback to that part of the conversation because I don't want to know the details, Jeff, but I'm sorry to hear that. Now I'm all caught up. Boom. Let's see how long that lasts. I no longer have anyone else yapping in my ear, so hypothetically, very hypothetically, I should be able to keep up better now. You're over here. Game's over here. So, we're working it out. Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla with Unicorn Gin. Okay, but give it a cocktail name. No, it hurts from typing. I mean, that's not good. Do you have carpal? Do you have any carpal tunnel history? Maybe you need to ease up a bit on the... Okay, we finally have an indentation on the map that you can't see. Which I'm being reminded of right now. Boom. That little indentation at the top, that little boop. It's an L now, rather than just a straight strip through. So my goal is we will go all the way up, Go all the way over, all the way down, all the way back, and then it's a kind of fast run back home. Unicorn Jin is the type of Jin. You are ouch, but sword slams out of 10. Oh my god, did you ever gush about the swords yet? I asked you, like, it feels like a million years ago. You built a fence against your will. I want to hear about the swords, then tell me about the fence. The swords first. Or I just forgot, because there's a lot going on, and we started talking about hoes. Hey, hydrate or die straight. If I'm drinking, so can you. It's not sparkly gin, but, you know, it's there. Okay, yeah, so we're going to circle all the way around. If it all happens tonight, great. If not, no, it doesn't. And then I will run back home. We'll build a new compass. We'll build a new map. And then we'll take it to the new section and also have a third one. Automat hates you. Oh, God. What's it doing now? I've added the permitted term super gay just for you. Hope that helps. Does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? Oh my god, can I tell you guys an embarrassing fun fact? So before we were streaming last night? Nope, 2 nights ago. That's how time works, Sila. Yesterday, I'm actively trying to repress, which I know is not necessarily how repression always works. But anyway, 2 nights ago, before Jen and I went live doing the Stardew Valley multiplayer, we were on voice chat planning out what we're going to do and what we're going to play for Week of Friendship. So I went to open a Google Doc and I was trying to find the one that Jen and I normally use when we plan out our podcast topics and stuff. But instead, I found one that was just my content ideas. It was a 27-page document, you guys. Would you like to take a guess on what the last 26 of those pages were? Feel free. You're more than welcome to try. I was surprised. Page 1 were ideas of like tier lists and stuff. And I'll give you this one for free. The very first idea on the whole page, in the whole document, of any type of kind of category was tier list. How sexy are these Christian songs? And I don't think I could expound or expand on that at all. A Jameson girl. I'm just like not good with alcohol. Like I partake of only a few things, and because there's unconfirmed autism / ADHD / something spicy, I will always prefer to not try new things and just try the things that I already know I like, which limits my, viewfinder pretty significantly on the alcohol front. The new Belagar swords, because your poor one-handed sword is 7 years old. I remember how old that was. That is true. It's struggling to exist. Oh, gosh. My plans for the weekend are maybe going into work tomorrow. Hopefully not. Can y'all manifest that there's just, like, so many croissants tomorrow still in my freezer that I don't have to go in? That would be so cool. Dude, I wish I was not an alcohol girl. I will say, I had a pretty strong alcohol summer when I was going through my divorce. My aunt was also going through her 3rd divorce at that exact same time, and I spent the whole, 4 months incredibly tipsy, and for the most part, not enjoying it. I don't think escapism in that type of way is for me. I also felt, even though I felt in control still, I felt really somber because I felt during that time, like when I was sober, I had this reflection where I kind of landed on going, oh, I see how people could fall into this and never get out. And I've seen it happen to people in my life, or people adjacent to people in my life, and how that's affected people really close to me that I care about. I was just kind of like, oof. So I dialed back quick. Not that I don't drink now. I didn't drink for a long time because of my Hope for Jesus phase, aforementioned. Thank you for bringing that up, Jenny. It's been a good callback today, but it's not I don't just have a stash or a stock in the house. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh yeah, that's the alcohol cupboard. The alcohol cupboard is oh, there's a section of one cupboard. It's the hardest one to reach to, and there's a couple things that are drinkable in there, I guess. Most of them are gifts. Your content idea thing involves me to do a TT RPG stream, in the same vein of the other stuff you've done, or a new one. Kits to build your own. That's cool. Learning new skills. We love that. We love that. plus skills that are practical are just so fun. There's a reason I leave the exploration to Nate. I am really good at not dying, though. Like, I'm curious. I'm just not curious enough to risk my life. There's some bats. There's some creepers. Okay. There's another hallway over there. Not that we care. Multiple lava sources. Some light sources. Okay. Well, luckily we're at a ceiling for a little bit here, so I don't have to worry about stuff falling on me yet. This dude, a creeper falling on your head? Bad way to go. Not to mention, my shield is only at half health, so pardon me for jumping topic tracks a little bit, just so I can stay alive. Is he going to survive this? Alexander, did you know? Don't get me to Twitch. Queen, you were gonna build social together? Hell yeah. Before you start getting help for your anxiety, alcohol is what you use to help with your social anxiety social situations. Okay, yeah, no, I feel that as well. Yeah, I feel significantly less autistic in a group of people, especially a group of strangers, and especially groups of women that I've never met before. That's like my highest anxiety situation, basically. Yeah, I feel much better if I have at least a drink. Don't have to be drunk. I don't want to get shit-faced. I have no desire to experience a blackout. Not for me. Not into that kind of self-harm. And if we're going to keep it real, my form of self-harm basically is a really hot shower, and that's about it. You still don't know who Shu you ended up with at the Christmas party? Don't think you ever will? Did you ever post anything about it or ask? And then just, like, no response? Critical Role style. Nice. You want to DM? That is so cool. My brother is about to start DMing a new, game set, and Nate and I are going to test it out with him, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know when it's going to be, because I'm already busy with our other campaign, but, like, I'm excited about it. It's like a cyberpunk thing. I just noticed my overlay is not overlaid. How do we like the border? I like it. How does everyone feel? It's okay to hate it. Inconsistency is pretty common in these circles. One moment, please. One moment. Okay. Stuff still be broken. Why? Bruh. Loki, can I, like, take a second to fix that? I've had someone else's Twitch stream up this whole time, forgot about it, and my stream hasn't crashed. Can we all applaud my PC for a sec? Because, slay. 9 shots! Yeah, that would be pretty entertaining. Yeah, anyone else plans for the weekends? My plan involves hopefully not going to work tomorrow, maybe going to work tomorrow, doing a stream in the evening, which should be a kitchen stream unless my grocery plan doesn't work out. Because we're going to order it in, and if the stuff's not available, I'm going to have to postpone the kitchen stream, and then I'll stream some, maybe starting some, or supermarket, or Balatro, or Slime Rancher 2. Probably one of those. Where am I going? Okay, right here. Why are you broken right now? Interested potentially. You play a lot of Jenny D. Hey, yay! Look at this! People are finding their people. Okay, hello. That would do it. That would do it. Except you have this, like, crazy weirdness happening. And I don't know what. Let me fix that. I found the problem. Found a problem. Fix the problem. Ba-da-doo. Hell yeah. Okay, now you go here. You go here. Oh, that was going to bother me because I spent so long making it. I was gonna be really fucking pissed. Plus that's supposed to be moving. And by so long, I don't actually mean so long. Okay, back to the hole. Not the moist variety. So sorry. That's Nate's hole. You'll have to ask him about that on his own. And then just for good measure, we'll refresh our cache. Refresh that. Okay, so my little scroll is not scrolling. Oh, there she goes. Okay, great. Maybe it just doesn't loop, and I'm a silly head. What were you doing? Oh, right. There's a problem ahead. Would it be? Not just D&D, a lot of different rule systems you can barely fit in your room. Oh, the hardcover crutch. I'm familiar. All right, we're about to lose our shelter. I also am being really aware of the fact that the jump scare cooldown is about to be done. And I ain't about that. All right, time to enact shrimp position. Okay, so I'm still remotely close to the top. Remotely? Relatively, those are the words. Creeper literally right below. This is a huge cave system, and like it will be fun to explore one day. It's just not what we're doing right now. It's all like precursor for season 2. That's what it feels like. Like, yeah, we'll explore it eventually. I'm like not breathing. There being no music in the game right now. Super unhelpful. Super not the vibe. I feel very slightly better. Better enough to not be shift crouched the whole time. And we're gonna go boop, boop, boop. Again, it's okay to see what's going on, as long as the what's going on can't hurt us. And mind you, this is gonna be 3 wide at some point, just not right now. Okay, that worked. Recently got your hands on a superhero rule system. Oh, that was the one you were telling us about like a couple of months ago. There is a ton. Did you play like 3rd edition, other types of D&D? I have only met 1st editions, 3rd editions, and 5th edition D&D players in my whole life. Never literally anything else. And it makes me question if the other versions even exist, or if they just only labeled them in odds. Y'all should meet my ex-fiance. He's always come up with theoretical TTRPG campaigns. They are still like on really good terms, as far as I'm aware. But I mean, hey, like a zombie villager. Interesting. I used to have a looking for group section of my Discord channel under like the I said zombie area, wow, instead of gaming area because I'm scared about all those zombies. I could make one again. So people who are focused specifically on that have a place to go. But I also don't mind it happening just in the gaming general chat if people want to connect there. Saw it. You saw it, right? You saw it. Now's a great chance for us to see if it's a daytime again. What do we think about that? Oh, wait. How far did we get? Well, it's like nothing. He's very chill because, yeah, it was a gay thing. And he realized it was ace, and it all worked out. Honestly, optimal conditions. Ooh. I thought we should forge ahead, but low-key, no, we shouldn't. Ooh. High-key, no, we shouldn't. You feel? But progress. I'm open to opinions at this juncture. That is quite the short list. Besties are great. I live with mine, and I highly recommend it. Forge ahead or turn around. Even if I turned around, I could still go back down and then go across that way. Yeah, special interest for real, for real. I actually kind of have to pee. I'll leave a poll up on the BRB screen while I pee. She's been here the whole time. I didn't even know. Daisy just poked her head. You can see both of them now. Okay, bye, Daisy. I love when people can prove that love can also be fluid. It doesn't have to end based on a situation like yours. It's just different. Absolutely. A possible future for you is living with your partner's partner, ex-fiance, and childhood best friend. The Ember's life web is impressive. I have to admit, middle of April, maybe going to a show. Ooh, cool. Absolutely a household full of love. And also, Quinn, one of the proposers yesterday. Look at her. She just melted in. She doesn't like this bed sheet. We only bring it out in the winter and sometimes in the summer. But it makes her static when she plays on it. That's her favorite toy. Normally, it's not allowed to be out. It has to be dead or away dead. Not actually, it's a toy. So the fact that it's on there is a show of how much she hates these sheets. All right, we're back. Yeah, it's supposed to haul or stream it or both. Okay, I don't see any shelves. I hope y'all are ready for really slow progress. Because when I mean forge ahead, I'm not talking sprinting. I have 42 levels. And I intend on keeping them all. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, at least the ground is, like, actually close to where I need it to be. That's great. I'm trying... Ember, the Weird Life of Ember needs to be a memoir one day, like, actually. It's actually a spoken rule to house guests not to hit on your mom because it keeps happening. Nate needs an adjacent to that rule in his life because he gets hit on by cougars everywhere we live. We thought it would be town specific. It's where we used to live. Turns out, not so. It's just everywhere. The calm music is not helping me calm down about the Forge Ahead situation. Don't worry, Elf. Things will get better. The Uber driver rang it? That is so funny. I've never had a female Uber driver. I have also not been in that many Ubers. All of them have been within this last winter, specifically. Only two of them have been white. Two of them have been white men. And they were my two least favorite. One of them because he was just a really aggressive and not defensive and fast, speedy driver. And the other one, the vibes were off. And he smelled too strongly of bad cologne. Hey, buddy. Right here. Hello. You figured it out. You're so dumb. House guest rules. No excessive drinking, burning the house down, no hitting on my mom. Yeah, if anyone's gonna burn the house down, it's definitely you. And, like, no drinking, no excessive drinking, totally different. You know? All things in moderation. Except for things that actively harm people. Is this what y'all thought it would look like when y'all voted for Full of the Head? Bitch. That was well placed, and holy fuck. All I can say is I was braced for impact. Ugh. All I'm getting from this is that you have a hot mom, lol. JK, that. Did I kill the zombie, or is he just being dumb? I don't hear any denials. Experience gained. I killed his ass. Great. Things are a little too quiet right now. Go away, bat. I don't want you here. Like, I know I can't hear or see any enemies. Creepers are silent motherfuckers, and I know that there's at least one bro in here. Think. Ooh. That is a karaoke redemption. Did you choose a song? No, you typed, what's this do? It's karaoke redemption, and if you don't want me to do it, I can refund you. We can sing. Do you have a specific request? Because if not, that's okay. I also have... no, that's a lie. I said I have a hypothetical guitar and ukulele. That is not true. They are not tuned. And I used to have my piano inside my streaming room, and I don't have it here right now, so we will just have to do an online version. Do you have a song request? A qualifier needs to be not offensive, and I have to know it. You're not the one who set the house on fire. I know! It was a girl who got drunk, made out with your mom, and then tried making hamburgers. Oh, God. You know what? If we're singing it all together, then sure. Me on my own, that's gonna be rocky. Because I think the only part of Valerie I know is on over Valerie. And that's literally it. But if it's a group effort, okay. Did my focus just get better or worse? You cannot because sleepy migraine reading, but that is okay. You can sing along in your heart. Do you know Valerie? Do I know Valerie? Oh yeah. And my daily Genshin Impact check-in just reset for the month. Happy March, everybody. No, it can't be whatever I want. You paid 2222. You do not want me to pick because my brain worms are always rotten to the core. Valerie. Are we talking like Amy Winehouse, Valerie? No. I'm not bad at making decisions. I can make them. I just don't think anyone else will like them. I'm self-aware. I don't know if you guys want my current unhinged earworm. I think the focus got worse. I had a wheel. Oh my god, do I still have that wheel? Because I made a wheel because shit like this kept happening where like I didn't know people's songs. And I'm like, okay, fine. Now the focus is better, right? Like 1000% better. It's not saving my webcam settings every time I exit OBS. Let me see if I have my wheel. Oh, I have an old wheel here, but it's not for sing-along wheel. It's for where to decorate in fucking Stardew. You want to see it? Hang on. These are all the areas that I could decorate. So when someone redeems the decoration one, I spin. And I thought I had this saved and my karaoke one saved in the same spot. I can't find the karaoke one. But isn't she pretty? Sudden deja vu. Let's do that. No! I'm not gonna be playing Stardew till tomorrow. It has to be a Stardew redemption. Or you know what? I could let you redeem it and then you just let it sit there until tomorrow. And then I do it tomorrow. I will bestow upon you my current earworm. It's not a karaoke, because they don't have a karaoke version. It's gonna single-handedly ruin my Spotify Wrapped. Promise. Okay? Okay. Sorry in advance to all my Americans out there. Once in chat if you've heard the
Good
song
morning,
already.
World. What a perfect day to be a U.S. representative. Shall I turn on the news?
Yeah, the situation here is out of control. People are dying.
Maybe later.
Working in government is truly the best. I got it on lock. Particularly the House of Representatives. I walk in every day to work on my desk. And I say, not today. I got bigger fish to fry, hiding racial tensions. The Electoral College rigs elections. The crisis in the East, drugs in the food we eat. But if you're asking me, the biggest problem is TikTok. It's not global warming, it's not access to healthcare, welfare, boring, corruption at the top, citizens getting shot. The knowledge going online now, the perfect time for banning TikTok, baby. You're filming for your TikTok, baby. Oh no, the most important problem's TikTok, baby. We're coming for your TikTok, baby. For show. Oh, and a nose for a note to keep your liberty safe. But we see the stuff you're posting online. TikToks and hope and public discourse, and you're dragging our name, and it really hurts. What's even worse, we don't see a dime. We call it flagrant propaganda, dancing to songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda, cucumber recipes, and get ready with me. All thanks to the Chinese, our biggest problem is TikTok. It's not Russian presence. It's not that we all take antidepressants. The rich keep getting rich. Hollywood's weird with kids. But none of that's big as making sure we take away your TikTok, baby. We're gonna TikTok, baby. No, we don't make money off of TikTok, baby. No, you don't see the TikTok, baby. Oh no. It's really bright in my room. It's very bright in my room.
Welcome to the internet.
We can double feature. Ow, my eyeballs. If you do not follow OCT, aka On Company Time, on everything, respectfully, please do. The fact that they don't have 1 million on Spotify yet is low-key criminal. Every single... Actually, okay, can we just... I know. It's pretty predictable, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, hang on. So, their first viral song was about clogs. I never heard the clog song while it was going viral. Okay? That's what it looks like. Maybe it rings a bell. Hear a little bit of it. No free grammar, no free app.
I have been sent to Earth to capture a relic
The first
that
viral
contains
song
the
I
energy
heard of
over
theirs was
12
Dim Sum
trillion
Paradise.
Supernovas. With its mysterious powers, my people and I will rule the galaxy. With
They're
a
incredibly
wooden
nerdy,
clog.
and I love it. 2 of them are brothers, and the third is not. They're just friends. Does this sound familiar to anyone at all? Like, do you know what I'm talking about? This is how many years ago now? Only 1, okay. It's gonna be coming up on 2 years soon. Years before I was born, Father told me it was one Christmas morning in 73.
There was one lonely gift nestled under the tree. My grandfather said, don't touch mine. He said, boy, listen close, I am saying this once. These were worn by my parents and their parents' parents. Now they're yours, but be sure to guard them with your life. He said, don't ever let them touch my clogs. You can take my cash, you could burn my house, you could force feed trash. I'd let you kick my balls while I chewed on glass before I
Anything? Anything? Anyone?
someone touch my clogs.
So that was their first one. It blew up. I missed it, okay? I missed it. I was late. Sorry. I won't be mad if I'm their #1 fan on Spotify, but I'm sure someone is more autistic for them than I am. Probably. This was the one, this was like less than a year ago.
Vinny?
I first heard
You guys alright?
this song.
It's dinner time on Friday night and I've been good all week. My body's ready, I'm getting it something good to eat. Don't want to tell you.
It's a little sidebar. We do these sometimes. And I don't want to keep digging in that Minecraft hole, so we're doing this instead. And now we're stuck at town. Pedal to the metal now. I just bike, and my tummy's rumbling. I'm something to share.
You could live a long life, baby, but you haven't lived until you
Oh, I know that it might sound crazy, but my favorite place on earth is Dim Sum Paradise. It's a baby, but they're so independent and so passionate. They have choreo in this one. Oh, the cute little cart. Everybody knows you can live a long life, baby, but haven't lived until the Dim Sum Paradise. 30-minute wait, but I'm invited in. Not cause I'm charming, I just came here with my Chinese friends. Thinking why? I see her every night. They give you a different menu if they know you are white, and I'm shocked. You know, I get into the kitchen and I see them heating up all the woks. They got pork. It's the best in New York. And of course, they are to the chopstick and they ask if I want a fork. I say sure.
I would grab the cart myself, but I think that'd be rude. All I know is if they don't
Dim sum, dim sum, soon I'll go. I know that it might sound crazy, but my favorite place on earth is Dim Sum Paradise. You can live a long life, baby, but you haven't lived until Dim Sum Paradise. There's crack in these. Everybody knows you can live a long life. I'm gonna tell the kids I don't have in the future this is Lonely Island. Yes, 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 yes! They've been my #1 for the last 2 years. And also Space Bear. My dream is to see them in concert. We're skipping to the choreo. One sec. I need you to see their moves. They move. These boys can move. You're all hot as fuck on the inside. Okay, they're currently, so these are their first viral ones. They're not going viral for the TikTok one right now. It was like semi-viral, but like kind of had to already be in their circles. They're currently going viral for this one. And since there's so many, you know, I was too loud. So many RPGers and fantasy fans. This one came out a month ago and it's at 3.7 million views. 7 million. Jenny, I can also do the, like, I have the majority of Ninja Sex Party's albums, like, completely locked down. Like, completely unlocked. I can pull them out at the drop of a hat, karaoke. They're currently going viral for this one. I'm basically bringing you through, like, the history of OCT, but only from, like,
their acceptance you need.
the perspective that I have, which is not a very thorough
Run
history.
free, my
But we
stallion.
love.
Run bright and
We love, we
bright
stand,
out.
they slay.
And may the love you find along the way unite the halves
Like-
of your soul.
I met her on the internet. We haven't met in person yet.
Have you heard this one? This one's like current viral.
Cause I've been down this road before. They always end up wanting more. They take one look and run away. Cause I'm a creature of the night. How could she ever love me right when I am only half a man? She's coming over here tonight to tell the truth. I'm terrified. There's nowhere left to hide the fact that I'm a horse. How could she ever understand that I'm a horse?
Now I'm bringing this up. This is their most well-known song at the moment. However, they slipped this song out 5 months ago. And I'm not seeing nearly enough people talking about it. Because, like, there's, like, 80 synth crack in here. That's okay. That's okay. That's what people like me who are here for. I got you. It's a shorter song. And, like, it's not as, like, zany and weird as the other ones. But it just goes so fucking hard. They're coming out with their first album. They're in the studio for it, like, right now. I can't wait.
Oh, today is the day I'm done, is what I say to my mom, but I keep letting her down. I tell her that I'm a quit, then I think another hit. Every time she turns around, and I know that I should try to run away, but I've been thinking about it every single day. All of the different flavors, mint, mango, grape, and I gotta have it, and I can't imagine my life without it. I don't wanna be the one to give you up just to buy another one. One hit is what I tell my boys, but I take another bump. I just need your love in my lungs. I can't seem to let you go because I'm so sick of giving, so sick of giving you up.
It's so good. Okay, that was like the best, longest, most derailing Sing It redemption we've had in a while. About 16 minutes total. But now you know. Yeah, the buff suit underneath. It's so funny. I love it. Okay. They're bops. Follow them everywhere. Tell them I sent you. Maybe I actually just filmed a bunch of TikTok content today. Maybe there, I've added a stream marker so that maybe I can go back and clip this and be like, I wanted to make sure everyone knows about you. Also, was I hearing fucking thunder in the game? That's just in-game music that's really quiet and weird. Yes. Okay, I'm anxious. As established with the theme of the stream. I'm taking that out now and I'm not singing. I need to be able to Hear myself, hear the cats. Oh, there, it is thunder! But I can hear it, which means I'm not that far from the surface. Good to know. I thought we got it, and I immediately bailed. Thinking so far what we're doing, what is our current goal? Would you like to be caught up? Because you literally don't have to. You can just be here for the vibes. Roller coaster stream? That's what I'm here for. Happy anniversary. The goal is digging. Pretty much, yep. Okay, so each one of these maps shows us a chunk of the world. A lot of squares. The first one, this is here. In the very, very top right corner, kind of near where that white dot is, the white dot represents me. A circle means I'm off the map. A point means I'm on the map, and the point shows me which way I'm actually facing. So if it's just a dot, it means I'm nowhere on that map yet. In the very, very top right corner of this map is our home base. So we made this map, traveled pretty much all the way around it, went a little bit far on the left, filled that in. Basically, need to establish, like, hey, what's around us? Like, what's interesting? Where do we want to explore? Discover there's a lot of fucking snow down there. We basically spawned in literally Canada. So I was like, okay, well, that's dumb. Instead of going south more, because who knows how much further the snow keeps going, right? Or if it's just all water or whatever, because long expanses of water are pretty common. I'm like, okay, we'll go up instead. And so we are currently in the up. So this bottom right-hand corner connects with the top right-hand corner of the other map seamlessly. We went all the way up this side, and now we're chugging along the top this side. And then we're gonna chug along that side, and then chug all the way back down. And then once we're near home, we will go home and recoup. Yes, it is based on your X and Y. That's okay. I'm happy to answer questions. I love yapping. I love explaining things I like to people. You do not have to apologize for asking questions. It unlocks based on your X and Y coordinates, but not your Z. So my Z axis, the up and down, doesn't matter for unlocking the map. And thank fuck. So basically, today, we started. Okay, I'll use my head as a mission. We basically got from where my hand is to the top today, plus this little left section where I turned in. But we also got way further off it. We went way off this map. We went into what will one day be map number 3. I just don't know the stuff to make it on my player right now. So we're currently filling in the map, making roads, mostly dig. I'm here for the satisfaction. That's what gets me through most games. That's the common thread. It's not genre, it's how satisfying are you. The bat just scared the fuck out of me. I could have pissed if I hadn't just gone. Safe underground? Haha, nope. No, it's not. Except I'm really committed to the level at which our road exists. So, Art and I have made a highway. A tunnel, if you will. It sometimes goes over. Good thing the jump scares can cool down. I'm so fucking thankful. Crimson really got me, though, while we were getting to the end of that tunnel. Oh my god. That was very close. Later on, we can add a rail system along this road, so you can actually like speed down a lot quicker than what I'm currently doing. But here we are. I brought no food. I left my bread behind. That's interesting. The Sims jump scare clip when you were away. Oh, that's a classic. It's a good one. Okay, so this is a road. It's the start of a road. It's going to be 3 wide, 3 tall, but we start with just like a base, and then we carve out the 3x3 there so that we can fit through, right? For the highway. The highway is on this flat level, and I don't want it to change if I don't have to make it change. So now that I'm connecting it to the perpendicular future highway, right now it's just a 2x1 hole in the rock. But when it is a highway, want it to all be flat, it will make laying those future mine carts a lot easier. And if we make it 4 high or 5 high, so it's big enough for you to ride like horses through later, it'll be way easier to travel in the future once it's done, if we have it flat. And it's just a satisfying thing that my brain says has to exist. I just need your love in my life. Oh, 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 whoa. I'm currently making a playlist on Spotify called Deny, Defend, Oppose. I'm taking suggestions, not demands, but I am taking suggestions. I have about 2 hours worth of content on there right now, I think. Trying to avoid putting too many millionaires on there, you know? Just seems a little counterintuitive. Personally. But the TikTok baby song, the one that we started with, the one that has been my earworm for like months now, she's on there. Hopefully that brings you up to speed on the quest, but also I am not opposed to further questions. Shit. You'll never be recovered by Xandria. Ooh, Xandria, good one. Feel free to, if you can drop that in the, music channel in the Discord, just so that I don't, like, actually fucking forget, because when shit's not written down for me, I am literally such a useless twat. Where'd the creeper go? Did it despawn? Because that's low-key stressing me out. I'm really looking forward to that wall, so I can just start digging again. I also just find the digging in Minecraft very satisfying, especially when we're on large servers like this. I prefer, actually, to be like a resource gatherer slash like, okay, give me that annoying fucking job that no one wants. Yeah, I'll do that one. Rather than like take the time to invest in my own property or like a huge build. I have done really huge builds before. I don't know how many of them have been on this, like, on my streaming channel versus how many I've done just as a person outside of the streaming channel. I was pretty well known for a massive treehouse that I did at one point. Like, it's literally go big or go home for me. Unshocking. News shocking. No one. The windows to remind us what's out there. Nothing can actually get in from that gap. So leave it similarly to that one. This is like where we're standing now is exactly where the creeper was before. So glad he's gone. Again, once we spread this out, make it like actual hallway size, actual highway size, not hallway size, sorry. It will, we're about to have to turn around. All the way back. Sentence is gone. That happens sometimes, sorry. When it gets closer to my bedtime. Your friend found your first boom slime. Yay! You like these? What is wrong with you? She should know the answer to the question already if she's true friend. It did! Yay! Seems like a grindy stream, and you're a fan. Yeah. Most of my streams are... Can't even, like, try to pretend. Oh, look how cute she is. Fucking adorable. Fun fact, she's the other from the proposed. You know what's fun? Nate was, I'm sure people other than me have experienced this, but I just was about to start saying, oh, you know that thing when? And then went, I don't want to assume that other people's minds work the same way as me, so just to be safe, I'll instead preface the beginning by saying, nope, I have to begin this by saying, I never told you what was in those 26 pages of that document. Which, and it's, when I tell you what it is going to be hilarious. So we pulled up the ideas document, and the first page is like, you know, oh, that could be a YouTube video, or that could be a stream, or that could be both, like a topic, or like a tier list, or a something. Like there's some substance there, or a game I just like haven't played and want to play. So fucking embarrassing, but so funny. I could pull it up. It might be easier, actually, if I... Okay, give me a sec. Jen laughed at me, which means you'll laugh at me. And I laughed at me, so you'll... Okay, I'm not even showing you the first page because, like, low-key, there's some secrets on there. No, not goals, not the goals document. That needs to be updated. Holy fuck. Ideas. The doc is just called idea. Okay, so there's crafting ideas, there's like interactive chat events, there's collabs I want to do, tier lists. I literally have one in here going, we should react to mansions around the world. Question mark, rank them. And we were just talking about real estate earlier today. We really touched on everything. So that's page 1, okay? And it's just some bullet points. And then there's the second page where it's stuff for me to cook, topics on Reddit. I have a list of all of the chat interactive games we can play on a community night, which is our next follower goal. I don't call anything a title document. I'm not capable of doing that. Genuinely. Yeah, recipes, and then we get to the meat of the matter, unfortunately. This, from here down, this entire document is a list of shit to talk about if I ever have a moment where I go, oh fuck, I can't think of something to talk about. And like, you're not supposed to have a lot of dead air on Twitch, right? Like if you want to just sit there for a bit and have some dead air, like edit it out and make it a YouTube video. Like the whole point of Twitch is like interaction and whatever, no matter how large you are. If you're like, you need to fill space, and like yapping doesn't come naturally to people. And I was taking courses, not courses, but I was taking my like development as a streamer pretty seriously when I first made this ideas list. And someone mentioned in passing, hey, if you are worried about the idea of you maybe getting stuck in conversation or a topic later, you could have like a question of the day or a topic of the day, or like just a list that you can like come back to and just like scroll through, stop at a random point until your brain goes, ah, that'd be a cool thing to talk about. I could talk about that. Lock in. Your documents can be untitled, but mine can't. That's all. 26 pages. You're right. Nudism was the first thing apparently I thought of. Now, there's some layers. Layer number 1, the first item on the list was nudism. Second of all, I wrote down this much stuff when thinking of ideas. And thirdly, and in my opinion, most fucking hilariously, I've never opened it. Oh my god, I'm actually crying. I have the tag chatty and the tag yapper in my Twitch description because of this fucking shit. I yap so much that my brain has never ever once gone, I don't have something to talk about. Because I would have opened that document sometime in the last 3 or 4 years if I had ever actually gotten like, oh man, I'm really stuck topically or stuck conversationally. And yes, there are some sections not just about nudity, but like about multiple. Do you actually want to go through and see how many? I would be like watching shit on YouTube. I would see a YouTuber talk about something, like literally anything, as you can see from the list. And I'd go, oh, I have something related to that, and I'd add it. But I made this whole document like maybe 2 to 3 days tops. Worst case scenario, ask my week and I'll have a story. Well, that's the thing too. It's not. First of all, I've had empty chats. Okay, like when you're a small streamer, like hopes high, expectations low. You know what I mean? Like it's great when people like yourselves are around and we can like chat and hang out, and like that's kind of like the whole thing you want from this, right? But like it's conversational. You know, we have each other to riff off of. And even when we don't though, I have riffed so fucking hard and yapped for so long in my own brain about random bullshit and whatever I'm doing that I've never once had to open this. I just yapped so much. So we have, which social media platform is superior? A cereal taste test. Questions / topics. Nudity. Do you enjoy being naked? Public nudity, question mark. Nude beaches / spas. I making an executive decision. We are now just chatting. I just disconnected from the Minecraft. This will be how we end stream tonight, because we have been going for more than 2.5 hours, which is a personal best, I guess. Personal record as of recent days. The subsections are making you die. Oh, there's 2 more nudity subsections. Subsection number 3 under nudity is nude beaches / spas, and then the 4th one is nudism. There's that painting of you in the University Art Museum still. That's awesome. Travel! Subsections. Planes, trains, automobiles. Traveling with children. Road trips. Travel snacks. Everywhere I've ever traveled. Canadian sightseeing. Colors. How to find my color. What color works for me. Growing up favorite color. And then a bunch of like short form like bullet points describing how I would explain to you the favorite color situation of me growing up, which is crazy because it's like a memory I have, and I could rattle it off to you like right now and be like, oh, here's a situation with like me and favorite colors and where it came from, but I have it written down here. I guess maybe I thought my PTSD was gonna get real bad. I would forget. Well, see, that's the thing. When I made this document, Jenny, I think that's what I was going to do. I think I was like, yeah, we'll have a topic per day. We'll have a question per day. But as you can see, we're too fucking neuro-googly gawk to actually stick on one topic anyway. And we probably covered, like, a lot of these. Or at any point you're not wearing pants. And clothing is not required when it's not required. You know what I mean? When it's required, it's really required. But when it's not, it's not. Love that. Colors versus shades, color theory, deep dive, whatever the fuck that means. And then brand colors. Next section. Turns of phrase. A language deep dive. What the fuck does that even mean? I work from home. I did a semester of my master's from home. And yeah, there was never any pants. And that was also the same month that I got pregnant the first time. I'm sure those are not correlated data points at all. And then a tier list of language origin, or sorry, tier listing turn of phrase based on specifically their origins. The next section is called television. Subsection 1, I hate television. PewDiePie inspired style PowerPoint about hating television, the way that he talked about hating stuff. He had a video. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. Growing up without television, and again, sub points to make sure I can remember how to tell you the story, just in case I don't know how. My grandparents' TV, my friends' TV, and that's it. Sports television, why do people care so goddamn much? TLC, renovation shows, clapped at television, reality versus competition, sitcoms, Marvel / DC shows, as seen on TV / infomercials, react stream, cop shows that are real, cop shows that are fake. Cooking shows that are real, cooking shows that are fake, and influencers turn TV trash. For some reason, Italians have a lot of regional names for the same pastries. I've been discovering that as I do research. It's funny to me because I love lists of absolute truth. Yes, we are the same. We are all the same. Oh my god. Okay, the next category is called marriage. Childhood misconceptions, religious trauma, gender norms. Been there, done that. Trixie Mattel says to treat your wedding like your second wedding. And in expounding on that, gave the example of, do I have to wear white? And then I mentioned, I'm like, oh, do a deep dive of international wedding trends. And then mentioning how I hate the answer to the question why, being because that's how it's done. And then I have my own wedding horror story with all the lists, because I am divorced. Guest wedding horror stories. Best wedding I've ever been to. They're no longer together. I found out super recently. And before they got married, they were already together for 10 years. So I was like really shook. Theme weddings. My bridesmaid experiences. There's a million bajillion. Wedding planning. Still low-key on the back burner because Nate and I could totally kill that as a business. Destination weddings, elopements, rushed weddings being red flags. Wedding socials being better than wedding showers. Next topic is sleep. We've been talking about sleep a lot this week. There are a lot. Why are there so many subsections of sleep? There are subsections on subsections in the sleep category, which is not in any of these other categories. Okay, so the sleep subsections are as follows. Adults competing over who gets less sleep. That's the first one. You're planning a wedding? Okay, so I actually just scheduled the date for my Big D party, which I've been planning for 7 years. The Big D is a no boys allowed party, and I've structured games and events all around boys suck, and like basically we're gonna indulge in whatever those vices may be. End the night with no love songs about men karaoke. Everything else is on the table. And that includes Danny Don't You Know. But literally anything else. Breakup songs are allowed as long as they're not sad. They have to be fuck you. And you know, the theme of the event for outfit is he wouldn't let me wear it. That's the dress code. We're gonna do a hear me out cake. We're going to do like a dirty laundry style game. We're going to do 2 truths and a dare, except they're all about an ex. We're gonna do match the girl to the toxic ex trait and like guess each other's and just like talk shit. And I'm doing this with like 15, 16 girls I know in my girlfriend's apartment in like a couple months. It does. And so in preparation for it, I want to do an online version. And I'm probably going to make it like a subs only situation, and I kind of want to do it around the same time. This one is April 11th. And it's a Friday night, which means that we wouldn't be doing this April 11th, but it would be around April. And you know what's crazy, you guys? I didn't do this on purpose and just landed out this way with my schedule and how things fell. April 11th was the actual literal day that my separation started 7 years ago. That was the day he kicked me out of his parents' basement. Like, to the date. Which I wouldn't have remembered if I didn't have to go through all my documents and find it for the divorce proceedings to figure out how long I've been separated for. So, a little bit of poetic karma. He still lives in that basement, by the way. So, in the sleep category, number 1 is basically TBD. I'll keep you posted. You know where to find me. Adults competing over who gets less sleep. I put this down because I had to deal with this a lot. Oh, dude, I'm so tired. I got like 7 hours of sleep last night. Like 7 hours? That's a lot. I only got 4 and I feel great. Oh, yeah? You could go off of 4 hours sleep? I only got 3 hours of sleep and I'm crushing it today. Like, I hate, yes, you can. I hate that conversation, and it's just, it makes me want to throw up. Melatonin dependency and anxiety stories, take sleep quizzes, mattress preference, Nate breaking the bed. It's not the story you think it is. Pets sleeping in the bed, ? How many hours of sleep? Talk about sleep apps, ASMR/music/sleep aids, blankets, pillows, cleaning TikTok, sleep positions, foot off the bed, making the bed, under the bed storage is a joke, cuddles / do not touch me ever / sensory / heat / cold, all caps, extra pillows on bed, size of bed preference, my main room can barely fit a queen, let alone a king, mattress types, water, and then sub, waterbeds, futons. Back to subtopics, dream / nightmares / night terrors, sub, dream myths, only seeing someone in your dream you've seen in real life, ? Deep dive astral projection, deep dive lucid dreaming. I know. Same. That's why they're on the list. Ember, I don't know. Fix it. Fix it. Next category, aging. Different cultures' view of aging. Hate that North America's is so negative. I want to look hot when I'm old, but then I think about how much effort I'd have to put in now, and I go, actually, nah. Old people I know, old people I love, old people I hate, looking forward to certain aspects, screwing others, peeing myself, someone getting everything for me, both liberating and terrifying because of my control issues. My own grandparents. Back to subsections, oldest man / woman alive world records, old influencers that I like, rating preventative aging techniques. If age is really just a number, people need to stop saying, oh, I'm this old, but I feel this old, pet fucking peeve. I've always felt I have a face that won't look normal until I'm at least in my 30s. That's just a whole bullet point, and I stand by that, and I'm almost 30, and I stand by that. But also dysphoria. Old people I hate. Yeah, right on. And it came really close next to old people I love. How I want to dress when I'm older. Me as a kid thinking it was a compliment when adults said I looked 18, but me realizing in retrospect I was probably talking to predators. I typed this 4 years ago, and I found out within the last 24 months that my high school homeroom teacher, who at one point invited me over to his home, and I was in his home, in his basement, literally got fired. Guess why? So I was right. But also, there were others. Next section! Nothing happened and I'm okay, but others weren't so lucky. Fuck that guy. Hotels! I work at one, so must tread carefully. That's how long ago I wrote this. I was still working at a hotel. What makes a hotel good? What makes a hotel bad? Sub point. Thin walls. Only sub point. Right back to sub points. Read hotel reviews. Hotels I've stayed at. Nixing that because doxing. Hotel / motel / Airbnb / billets. Next topic, the news. Don't trust anyone who watches the news. It's my first, not don't trust the news. My first point is don't trust anyone who watches the news. Then the next point is my grandparents, who I lived with, would change the channels on each other all the time, depending on who wanted which view. React to news bloopers. Why does the news need to be fucking live anyway? Depressing. All caps, each syllable separated by a hyphen. Local small town news versus global news. Test of reading teleprompters. I could do that. I bet I could do it. The news. Tour of a news station when I was a kid, and wow, it sucked. I have no clue why we were there other than to play with their weather chroma key. That is a whole bullet point. The ones delivering the news don't sound or look trustworthy literally ever, but isn't that completely nullifying their whole job? That's also a whole bullet point. Fluff pieces. Do they even have a place on the news? How I find out about things while hating the news. TikTok, Twitter, my friends snapping me important events to maintain our Snapchat streaks, and Philip DeFranco. Unbiased news doesn't exist. Sub, deep dive, bias. Back to subs. You have to go to school, all caps, in journalism and communication to get these jobs. Genuinely shocking to me. And then censorship. It's probably worse. It's definitely worse. Planes not crashing would be great. I might have to get on one next month, and I'm a little anxious. The next category is theater. Also, how do we get from theater to theater? Or from topic to topic? We went censorship. Being a theater kid? Explain. Theater kid plus music kid, but I was not allowed to be a musical theater kid. My dad's views being that musicals suck. The Fringe Festival. Short deep dive. This is my childhood. It's dope. Also whack. Predators. Local theater, 50-50. Late to Broadway. I tried to get into it. I hate Hugh Jackman as a singer. I think he's bad. The Tonys! Reacting to all my favorite opening numbers. Spoiler alert, they're all Neil Patrick Harris's. This was peak content for me at the time and opened my brain up to the internet. Being the producer when I was in high school, the cringiest version of myself that my memory has not been able to repress. That is still true. Going to someone's show because they're our friend, yes, but only once. And then the next topic is the heat. Canadian heat, the hottest places in the world. Sweat solutions, sweat stains or solutions, not having AC or types of AC, people obsessed with fire. Like, must be a specific brand of traumatized neurodivergence or just actual arsonists. Ember, that is a subtweet for you. Maybe. I'm saying it is now. ADHD, probably maybe, or just autism, or both, or... I'd love to know. I would love to know. Lunch is right after traumatized neurodivergence or actual arsonists, and then we go into lunch. Someone asks me out for lunch that isn't my partner, I'm suspicious, bringing a weapon in my purse, and planning an escape plan. That is a whole on. And yes, I'm having more fun reading it to you than it is to just show it to you. This is more fun for me. Almost plane crash. Dad's co-worker's daughter was on that plane, and that's 2 people far too adjacent to me involved with plane crashes. Agreed. I don't like lunch food. I don't like lunch menus. I stand by this. Supper, leftovers, and sad excuses for breakfast. And I love breakfast. Lunch feels like an insult to breakfast everywhere, and for that reason, I hate lunch. There's other reasons. They're probably neurodivergently based or adjacent. Lunch buffets. Why are there so many goddamn pieces of raw cauliflower and broccoli? No one's eating that. Hot lunch programs at school. Cafeteria people. Pack lunches at school. Trading lunch items as currency. Getting grounded for leaving my lunch containers at school. Lunch fucks with my digestion pattern. Another reason, just I guess why I hate lunch. Lunch sandwiches. I like most ingredients, but why not together? And why does my brain decide all of a sudden, oh, now that I've eaten half of it, I can't eat it anymore? Not at all denying accusations of arson or traumatized neurodivergent. I feel like both. It could be both. And right after lunch comes dating. The entire dating category has 4 subsections compared to all these other ones. Literally less subsections than the nudity topic had. And if there was ever proof that I am on the spectrum of asexuality, understanding dating in 2022. It was 3 years ago because I dated. Okay, we have a date. A date in the dating section. Understanding dating in 2022. My dating experiences. Online dating and DTRs, which are called Define the Relationships, which is the Christian Bubbles way of saying you're going to walk around and or sit down and have a coffee and ask, what are we? And I basically wanted to know if people outside the Christian bubble call them DTRs or emphasize DTRs or whatever. It's a step between being friends who like each other and actually dating when you love Jesus. Next category is disappointment. So I see the link between dating and that one. Most recent time, I felt not devastated, but disappointed. I'm not often devastated, but I am disappointed easily. And then I have work stories and then in brackets, like the full legal name of the person I was thinking of when I typed this, which is hilarious. People who I don't care about letting me down is disappointing. The McDonald's ice cream machine being down can be disappointing. People who I care about letting me down is traumatic, triggering, and the end of the world. Movies or shows that have been hyped up way more than they should be. And then we go into a fear of disappointing others, which is a huge deal, but only for the others that I care about. Not everyone. Strangers, that's for you. And then we go into how disappointing adulthood is, which according to me on this list is kind of the first thing we've like touched on today. I mentioned the whole like flip not switching, switch not flipping, both. Want to try to so many of these things? I mean, same, but also it's kind of fun to just go and hey, maybe I'll actually write these down, because if they stay in this Google Doc, I'll never use them. I have to like actually write them down, and then I'll like put them in a piece of physical paper and I'll cross it out as we go. And I'll add to it probably, can we eliminate them as fast as I expand them? Adulthood is disappointing. As a kid, you think things will make more sense than doing whatever you want. What I want to be when I grow up. Knowing the answers to things. And then we go into villains. New topic, villains. Not talking television, comic books, movies. Who are the real world villains? Just the worst people ever. We know the answer to that now. Gotta take some hate out. Talk to the Discord in advance. Yeah, I stand by that. And I said, then we'll balance our karma by talking about heroes in the same way tomorrow. Real world hero / villains. Not talking just self-interested or chaotic neutral. Like, it has to be an actual villain, is what it says. And then stress. WebMD deep dive. Effects of stress. What is stress? How I discovered this. At work thinking my appendix was about to explode. I don't remember that. That could be a PTSD thing. What do you think about stress? Too stressed to be blessed? That's crazy. What stresses you out? Me? Everything. The world, weather, wind, my own expectations, driving, aggressive drivers, dumb people, lazy people, my cats. 1 to 10. What is your base default stress level at? I said definitely a 5. I'm aiming for 2. Stress solvers, exercise, guided hypnosis, meditation, difference between stress and anxiety, ? And then we go talk about teachers. I have every teacher I have from kindergarten to seminary, my master's fucking degree, and every teacher's name written down with all the anecdotes I can think of from them. Legos? Snap. We're gonna skip the teacher section. We can circle back. That could be a whole stream by itself. Like just yapping about teachers for 3 hours. Okay, so after that, after my list, I have teacher habits, the bending over thing, the attention getting tricks, the bell, the whistle, line up for recess. TikTok teachers are either cringy and self-aware of it and lean into it for the views, or are unhinged and shouldn't be around children, and I cannot find another type of teacher. Hot teachers, question mark? I was like, oh, that one chick who replaced this other teacher at school was so hot. She was maybe like 5'6", I have written down there, as if that has anything to do with her hotness. Music teachers and gym teachers are probably the goats. My music teacher was the go-to sub, and she always walked in saying, this looks like Greek to me. I hope you know what you're doing. And one time it literally was Greek because it was math and physics. And then the last bullet point I have under teachers is after graduation relationship with your teachers. It was like a TikTok thing, but basically when you have all your desks, when you have an individual desk and you're all spread out in like a grid throughout the room, and the teacher has to bend over to see someone's paper and help them out, and then their ass is literally in someone else's nose. That's the bend over thing. Okay, but the question is your default stress level still the same as you said in 2022? Like just walking through life on a normal basis? I'm going to actually say no. I'm going to say my default stress level is now lower. I'm going to give it a 4 though, not like anything crazy. I think my default is a 4. However, something my therapist also talked with me about was, I was like, hey, if I'm not experiencing anything traumatic right now, why is my body acting like I am? Right? And I was asking about, in context of the reason why she wants me to get tested for CPTSD was because I had a flashback dissociative episode. She said that dissociative episodes can happen usually like 1 or 2 of the senses at a time. But the first one I had was all of the senses. It was one of the most peculiar, out-of-body, scary experiences basically I ever had in my life, because every one of my senses was telling me that reality had suddenly changed and I was back somewhere else and no longer where I actually was. And because of that, there was no one sense still grounding me for me to use as a tether to get back. Ones after that, and through therapy, it would be maximum 3 senses at a time kind of thing. And so I was able to kind of ground myself and get myself back. And then that combined with just panic attacks and anxiety attacks, which is something that was also happening all the time. And I was like, hey, how come now that I'm like not with my abusive ex-husband anymore, I'm not in the abusive Christianity bubble anymore, and like I'm away from all of these harmful things, I'm away from them all, how come I'm still experiencing these reactions to stuff that's not happening right now? Like, I'm so safe, I'm so happy. She goes, that's the thing, you're able to now. You're safe now. You weren't safe then, and so you couldn't process it then. So your brain put it in a box, but the closet's full, babe. Some boxes are going to fall off that shelf. And if you're not the one taking it out, your brain and your body might take it out for you at inopportune times, according to you. But for them, they're saying, we're going to open this box because it's a safe space to do that right now. So the first like year and a half of navigating my relationship formal with Nate, because we banged before we started dating, was me feeling guilty that I was having these intense attacks that had nothing to do with him. It was just all like past trauma and stuff. He knew what he was signing up for. Like, we were both of us knew what we were signing up for. But I also had to make him aware of like the symptoms and the signs, and he had to like watch me even at work, because I worked in a kitchen, hot oil, knives, whatever. And my therapist said, hey, as long as she doesn't have these episodes at work, she can keep working. But if this happens even once at work, like you can't be there because that's unsafe. Another reason you don't do online dating is because matching with your high school English teacher. Woo! But you were right. She seemed a little fruity. English teacher. Definitely fruity. I don't know why I brought that up. I know that I was going somewhere else with that, and I lost the plot. But I think what I said is good. The next content idea topic is babies. Speaking of trauma, used to be deadly afraid of babies. Went on a sketchy spiritual retreat in middle school and junior high. In brackets, go on, do tell. This is a whole story. Before 2021, I thought I always wanted to have a baby. But now, I think I was taught / raised / brainwashed by the church that I was supposed to. And then me getting pregnant unexpectedly the first time. Now reading this, I also got pregnant unexpectedly last year. Got an abortion. It was the piercings and the side shave. Yeah, the flags were there. And I said, if I ever have kids, no guarantee that they're going to be pushed out of my coochie. Period. Terrifying. Period. You seen the girl with the list? And then I said, birthing videos while I was pregnant. And yikes, they were either inspiring or traumatizing and literally nowhere in the middle. The cons to babies. Girl with the list destroys all independence in your life, and I have barely figured myself out. I feel like I've just met me. Okay, it just became to like a diary reading session. I feel like I've just met me, and I'm still making me more me. I don't want to have to let it all wear off so that I can hyper focus on keeping a tiny potato sack alive for 20 plus years. Okay, I'm gonna have to journal tomorrow. I'm really new to journaling positively in my life again, and not just journaling when I feel like I'm spiraling completely out of control and don't know what to do. When I do read my journals, I don't have that many. Ones of recent years, until I start journaling positively again, or just neutrally even, they're all really negative and really dark and are me in those downward spirals. I have my first diary, and I've mentioned it on stream multiple times. It's pink and covered in glitter, and or sequins, and it's from when I was the ages of 4 through ages 4 through 6, and I like cry every time I read it. All of my past every time I can think of, where I've looked at my past self, has been like sad, and I'm like grieving, not just for my like inner child, but also just like that inner self, my younger selves. That fucking paragraph, that sentence, I feel like I've just met me, and I'm still making me more me. I think that is like, you're seeing it happen right now in real time. That's the first time I've read something reflectively and retrospectively from myself, of myself, that has not made me feel just so abundantly and aboundedly negative and sad, or like pity my past self. That is the first time I've looked back and been able to have like proof, being able to look back and see my past self and like say to them, I'm so fucking proud of you, keep it up. Which is all that I would do if I could go back in time. There's so many traumatic things in my life. You don't get to consider a CPTSD diagnosis without going through some shit, you know? Gone through some shit. And I'm like, oh, would I undo that? No, because I got this out of it. Or, oh, would I just skip this relationship? No, I got one of my best friends out of that relationship. Or I never would have met that person if it wasn't for me dating that asshole. Or I never would have learned this about myself if I didn't go through this tough time. And I'm like, okay, no, everything was worth it. Everything was worth it. I would not change anything. The only thing I would change is I would literally go back to my younger self. If I could just have an hour and just give her a hug. So I would, Ember. I absolutely would. If I had the capability for a time machine that did not create paradoxes, I would go back. 13-year-old me. I'd give her the biggest hug and the biggest pep talk, and I would talk for maybe 5 minutes, and I would just listen to the rest, just sit there. Because at the time, I don't think if I had had the courage to try to find someone who I thought could understand everything I was going through, I don't think anyone would have come to mind. So being able to offer that to my past self, huge. It's rare that we would look back at our past and say, yeah, she was right. Yeah. I feel like that's the default setting, you know? Still feel like that. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, that's totally the default. I feel like I need to get that tattoo, dude. I feel like I've just met me and I'm still making me more me. That's some Dr. Seuss shit. Fires. That's straight bars. We're on page 11. By the way. The very next bullet point is never offer a baby to me in all caps. It says, I will supervise your toddler if I like you and if I must, but do not hand me a person who can't hold their own head up. I stand by that. I said, take me baby clothes shopping, though, online, not in stores. Stores that only sell BS that enforce gender norms and are mostly garbage. But a tiny, 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 tiny pair of socks, I could cry. My baby pictures, if goals are met, says in brackets, and then it says fake babies, deep deep dive unreal babies. And if you know what those are, I'm so sorry. Ooh, and then I have, this is a loaded, the next topic is loaded, but really short. Webcomics. Webtoon, Tapas, Manta, online, my faves, tier lists, potentially deep dive all of them. I found out there's like hundreds. Because I got my girlfriend to download Webtoon and I gave her all my favorites. We only got halfway through my list, and I only gave her the ones I thought that she would like, not just the ones that I would like, and none of the horny ones. And I gave her over 50. Woo! And I'm finding like more good ones come out all the time. And I'm making one. So that's new from 2022. Bars. The next topic is pain. Deep. Pain scale. Unisonus vibes. If you know, you know. Emotional versus physical pain, daily pain, chronic pain, miscarriage aside, tooth pain, migraines, and headaches, stomach aches, stubbed toes. They hurt so much. Literally for what? I've lost so many toenails. Still true. Skinned knees. Never broken a bone. But that one time I was in a cast despite not being broken. Funny bone. It doesn't hurt at all. It's just fun. Cringing equals physical pain more than emotional pain. I feel it in my gut and in my body. Pain from my job. Back pain from car accidents. I've cut myself only 3 times at work. Slanted floors are so painful, but also my calves are ripped. Shoulders a little bit, but nothing else. Everything else just burns. I have a rib out of place. That happened to me literally this week. It happens to me at least once a year. Pain that shows up in the morning and then disappears after you sleep next. What the fuck is up with that? I had the realization that an online friend and I lived in the same town when I was at my absolute loneliest. That's crazy. And I used to hang out at the same library. And oh, I so wish I could tell past Ember that you don't know them yet, but someday someone in this room will be a wonderful amazing for you. That is so sweet. No, absolutely. That's so crazy that life works out that way. I'm sorry for yawning in your sincere moment. Waiting is the next topic. Lineups. In what context do you find waiting in line worth it versus not worth it? Government papers, public transit, waiting in line, waiting for life to stop throwing BS at me. Still waiting. Scale of 1 to 10 on how much you hate waiting. Waiting for company to arrive. Oof, we're gonna duel in a Walmart parking lot at some point. Hell yeah. My partner is visiting family in Indiana. Right. Told him I'd call back in 5 minutes, 15 minutes ago, and I really have to call him back. I'll check back when I'm done. Okay. Just in case I'm not here. I hope you have a good night. I'm going to end stream when I get to the end of this document. Or pass out. It'll be the end of this document. We're halfway. It's taken 45 minutes. I'll get tired soon. It's bedtime territory. Quitting. I've never been fired is the top one. I've only ever quit jobs, or I complete my contract, because I've done contract work and I've done like independent solo stuff, like sold my art and things. But no, never been fired. Only quit jobs. I am a very hard worker. It's a problem. Past bedtime, really, for both of us, for real. I accidentally quit hobbies though. I used to think quitting was evil because I'm a perfectionist with a massive overachievement problem, but sometimes it's necessary because boundaries. I quit my master's because I realized how shitty the classes were, and if I ever get my master's, it won't be the field I started in. The times I've gotten so close to quitting my job, Nate's breakdown, being overworked, and the threat of someone who was awful, unsafe, and just a plague to the workplace being rehired. And spoiler alert, I did quit that job. Right, yeah, I know, but like, you're also not. Like, you are, but you're not to my brain. We're morning folks. We're not actually morning folks. We're not early birds, but like, it's been that way for so long. Like, I can't just go, boop, actually. I'll get there. I have that one 6th grade teacher I had who quit, but then regrettably somehow got fucking rehired and then wreaked havoc on children for many, many more years. She's unfortunately still employed there. And then how much wrong does something have to be in order for the consideration of quitting to really happen? And then I also have our arrangement at work is that when Nate leaves, we all leave. And I left first, and people left with me. And then Nate left, and then the rest of them left with him. So the fact that I even got like 2 was cute. I felt very special. The next one is weather. Canadian weather. Natural disasters are a part of weather or nah. Weather channels. Pointless. Weathermen on news. Also pointless. Best kind of weather. Worst kind of weather. Worst weather endurance stories. Why is the weather the default small talk go-to? I hate small talk in all caps. Weather world records. Deep dive and local records. Ice road truckers. Visiting BC in 10 degrees. They were in parkas. We were in shorts. That's a fun story. Yeah, see, some of these are like things to talk about. Some of these are questions to ask. And then some of these are me reminding myself that I have an opinion about something like ice road truckers, and then other ones are me reminding myself to tell a story that I've encountered before. Oh, she's so cute. Loneliness. Ooh, we're like with the tone shifts here. Do you ever get lonely? Yeah, me too. But then I stream on Twitch instead of feeling lonely. It's a true Barney Stinson fashion. I talked about that today. So that's now count 2 for the things on this list I can actually remember talking about. Most of these stories I haven't talked about. Not to mention, I've made stories since then. I've probably talked about those instead. I get lonely almost scheduled. And then I have a note here about, like, not really a story, more like a note about, like, body doubling, that kind of stuff. Friends and coworkers not being the same thing. Yep. Missing family or not missing family, pandemic loneliness. Self-love doesn't really work as a permanent loneliness solution for me. Loneliness paralysis. Next topic is getting sick. Top one is COVID in this category. It's 2022 people. So deep dive into all symptoms plus long COVID. What is the worst kind of sickness? For me, vomiting. Swallow first. Genuine phobia. Is that a thing? Deep dive. Sickest I've ever been, and I don't know why. The liquid out of every orifice at one story. This is the only time, aside from being a literal baby, that I've ever shit my pants. How common are sharts? Deep dive. Medicine / herbal shit. Deep dive herbal shit. Not getting sick equals thank you, masks. My friends talk too much for me to feel lonely. I feel that. Hardly ever getting sick. Food / eating related, not included. But when I do, it's the end of the world. My 5 months bronchitis. My tonsils getting surgically removed. Weird home remedies. Diarrhea versus constipation. Morning sickness. My aunt's weird, accurately like specific cracker solution. Hypochondriac deep dive. My tonsils. When can I have them leave? I'm picking up paintings for someone for like an hour now. That's so cute. Moving. Pull out the map, bitch. Show how many moves is my first bullet point. I've moved way more than I thought I would for someone who never moved once until I was 18. So a little bit of a pendulum swing there, but against my will. And then my next bullet point is I am so good at moving, but no one enjoys being around me while it happens because my control freak comes out in true force. And that is so true still to this day. And I said, show the spreadsheets if you still have them. I have them. And I've moved more since then and I've made them better. Now you're coming back to how common charts. I thought you'd be gone for way longer. Because if I'm like, oh, Nate's out of town, I'm going to call him real quick. I'd be on that phone for 2 hours. We'd be falling asleep there. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna let you go, you're tired. I'll be like, no. And he'll like say he loves me and hang up. And I'll cry and then pass out. We're really bad for that. Actually, Nate is always the one who's like, can we call when he goes away to visit? Because I'm like, independence, freedom, all the things I love. And I'm just like, yeah, bye. And he'll leave, and like 6 hours later, he'll be like, I miss you. I can't wait to come home. And I'm like, thank you. I miss you too. Just not right now. I do miss him. I do miss him. But like, we work together and live together and have for most of our relationship. So, I do have the spreadsheets. Is it really a Twitch stream if you don't come into a really odd sentence? Probably just a boring one, and probably not mine. Sometimes I shut the fuck up when I'm thinking really hard. My Balatro streams are times where I was like contemplating really hard. I edited most of those moments out for like the YouTube uploads, but on the main channel, not the VODs. The VODs, there's a lot of me going, letter my boxes for priority and then number the boxes for content. I still do that in my spreadsheets. Yeah. I've never hired movers. That's still true. If I could ever afford to hire a moving company, I will feel like the 1% richest in the world. True. I have to beg everyone in my life to come help, offer them pizza while I have no furniture. Yep. Favorite parts of moving. Least favorite parts of moving. The unpacking playthrough while we talk about this, potentially. I've already 100% of the game. Talk about dream house. Look at houses in every capital city in Canada. Talk about van life. Deep dive. Nate wanted a tiny house. ... Nate is 6'4". Texting. That is definitely a episode that I watched. I was like, ooh, we can talk about texting. Text. I will swipe the notifications away. Push notifications give me stress. If it's a text, won't see it until I go to send a text. I forget that I have a phone also. I will go to every other platform other than the phone itself in order to send a text message. That's not true anymore. I don't know how true it was then either. I don't remember ever being like that. I know Ember. He also wants a K-truck. Choices. Reading casual text conversations, maybe with Nate, maybe with Jen, very much giving Dan and Phil read their texts. Yep. If someone wants to talk, I don't want to text with a couple fingers. If I must type, I'll use my fingers. But overall, I'll take a call. A yap. But don't call me without warning me. What's the solution? Learning texting etiquette. Deep dive? Somehow? Which is worse, a call with no warning or a video call with no warning? At the end of the day, you can just hit decline on either one of them, straight up. So kind of a lame... There's a very quick solution to that, which is don't pick up. I've had people show up to my door without telling me and I wanted to die or kill them or both. I can't believe culture used to be like, I'm going to stop by the neighbor's house and bring them tea and biscuits. And then most recent emojis is the last sub on that one. The next topic is literally straight people. Stop. My most cultured viewers might notice the majority of these talking points on this list are derived from episode names from Today's is no exception. It's time to talk about the heterosexual. Video call. Someone is liable to walk by without pants. But again, just like don't answer. Like obviously, I think answering hello when you're not expecting a call versus hello, one's a lot less invasive. That's a bad question. That's the first one on here. I'm like, that's a bad question. I sound like Schlatt. That's a stupid question, Tucker. Things I thought were normal while I thought I was straight, that in retrospect are quite gay. And then I said, insert list here. Thank you, TikTok. I say thank you, TikTok, because that's how I realized that, like, I'm not crazy. I'm just not straight. Webtoons in the romance category. I have a very specific niche about straight relationships. They have to be in a fantasy setting for me to like it, and the characters have to suck. Like, there's gonna be like one character I like, and the rest I'm gonna not like. Also, the difference between straight people and allies. Not the same group of people. I hate every straight stereotype, and the more people try to press them onto me, the more I hate them, both the stereotype and those trying to impose them onto me. Straight culture isn't fun, ? Literally what makes you interesting, ? How is your hygiene, ? I don't remember the last time I enjoyed holding a conversation with a straight person. I have straight privilege, even though I'm not straight, and I'm not in a straight relationship because Nate is a man, and I am AFAB most of the time. And I said, there's quite the sub point here, which is hilarious now that I, as of this moment, have only one type of ID left that doesn't have X listed as the gender. And theoretically, you have to answer it. Video call is far worse than a phone call. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Honesty time. Some days, I am woman, I am fearless, I am sexy, I'm divine, in all caps with little musical notes next to it. And then other days, wish I had stubble, no tits, and also I don't own a bar and want to look hot in a male way more than the female way. Give me suit, no skirt, but also who cares? And I said, also, all the straights at my future wedding will probably not ever realize they're at a gay wedding, and that gives me joy. Take that. Mwahahahaha, with an emoji. And I said, straight culture equals bland versus Cirque du Soleil. No live, laugh, love. Also, it doesn't matter if you're straight or gay, you can still be a shitty person either way, or a good person either way. I'm generalizing about the non-allies who are shitty people. I like knowing I had a great intimate experience with my partner, enjoying it, but I'm not going to share it with anyone. Straight culture talk about it and into great detail so often, and I don't know why, but also why I don't like it. Not that sex should be stigmatized as a topic at all, but also just please don't. That's just asexual. Past 2022, Zyla. You just don't like hearing details about people's sex life, especially unwarranted. And you know what? I stand on that hill. And then drama. Is it me? Am I the drama? Drama channels on YouTube. They need to all burn and fade to obscurity. Analysis, reaction, video spirals, react to the drama channels. Does that make me evil? Question mark. I'll complain about people, make fun of people, strive to always do so in a mean couch / cinnamon toast Ken kind of way, and not ever in a spiteful kind of way. I don't have room for spite or spiteful people. Talking about two-faced people or two-sided people. Fostering bitter feelings towards someone. Drama is exhausting. I have a very short people of list that I actually hate. Here's the list. And these are the exact words typed. Bible college whore number 1. Bible college whore number 2. Ex number 1. Ex number 2. Ex coworker. 2 current coworkers on the list, and 2 more fighting for their spots, but not there yet. I don't hate anyone who hasn't personally negatively impacted my life. That's the list. Honestly, impressive. And I have more than 2 exes, just for the record. I never want to be involved in drama, but I will gladly listen to someone else's. I don't seek it out. Drama on the internet. Is it even real drama unless it's aggression or law breaking or privacy violating or uttering threats or breaking the law in some kind of way? Pot stirrers can get lost. People holding grudges for so long you forget what it started in the first place. Get over yourself. Me valuing honesty way too much. Perceived drama versus actual drama. The next topic is procrastination. Tom is damn lucky he is Welsh, in case I'd fight him once. Who's Tom? Is that your ex? Is that ex? Who is Tom? Who is that? The next topic is procrastination. We're on page 7, the end of page 17, top of 18. My pendulum that swung hard. Ooh, we're getting there. From never procrastinating anything ever to letting myself do it way too much. Learning how to hack the brain. Do you have a go-to procrastination task you always procrastinate? How are your notifications? Your friend's ex. Okay, gotcha. I'm like, who's Tom? Like, you mentioned him, like I should know. I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Toxic masculinity. Shocked by how it is 2022 and this is still a thing. Oh, honey, I got bad news for you. Internalized misogyny. That one TikTok account. Deep dive. A performance of masculinity is worse than masculinity just existing. Low-key. Bars. He too is not living in his mom's basement and needs to stay there forever. Love that for him. Weight. Not knowing how much I weigh. Still not knowing how much I weigh. I hate when other people mention their weight because then I become aware. But then because I'm aware of how I look, I decide to hate it once I'm aware. But when I'm not aware, I don't care. It doesn't cross my mind. I've always been heavy. my abnormal BMI, my abnormal bone density, losing weight, college, starvation, trigger warning. Trigger warning should come first, past Isla. Come on. Unhealthy relationship with food, perceptions of weight, sizing, deep dive, shoes, pants, dresses, small, medium, large, XL, literally just craziness, bloating. I want to be a ripped middle-aged woman with a motorcycle license and red-bottomed heels, but then I remember that means I have to exercise as of like 5 years ago, and then I feel sad instead. Since then, I did have a gym phase. We gymmed like 3 to 5 nights a week for a full year. It basically was a hyper-focus instead of a habit. So now Nate and I are trying to actually do habit building versus just like hyper-focusing on working out. It's a lot harder. But I do miss exercising the same way and like having it part of routine. Body positivity. Easier gaining weight or losing weight. Next topic is books. How do I jump? Recurring theme with your online friends leaving shitty bed. And then that guy ending up leaving his mom's basement. Bad for their taste, but good that karma exists. You crash your car, you know how it goes. Bookworm. Bookworm kids. Racing the readers. Graded reading levels. What are those? Who came up with them? Fuck off. Favorite books. Reading list. Audiobooks. My dad hoarding books. Comics. Libraries. Local libraries. Books are awful to move and store. When am I ever gonna read it again if it's not a comic? Digital books. Deep dive. Erotica. Hate it. Written by a man / written by a woman trend is still a thing somehow. I said, however, a horny web comic or just a well-drawn regular comic equals hell yeah. Just not text written by itself with nothing else. Now next it says, wanted to be an author because I liked reading. And then it says ... girl no. I undid that, actually. I'm writing. I'm making a story. I do still want to write. I enjoy writing stories. And even at this time, I was still writing stories. I just didn't consider it that. And that was me DMing my campaign. And then I said, influencers who put out books need to stop unless they are Dan and Phil. That's an old take, but I do stand by most of them probably don't need to exist. But some of them can and are inoffensive, and then some of them shouldn't. New York bestsellers list. Why is literally every book on here? Deep dive. Speed reading. Spelt Reeding. And I'm not changing it. Movies! The first bullet point is still very accurate. Also, the reoccurring theme is now guys who are actually pretty cool people, so it's all good. I mean, that's good. My first bullet point under the movies topic is, does it have explosions? ? Then I'm not watching it, Sharon. Who pissed in your oatmeal? Oatmeal is pissed to me, unfortunately. But yeah, no, basically, action. I love action. I love stuff happening. I hate rom-coms. I will pay so much for the fullest movie-going experience. This has dwindled a lot since then. My favorite in the theater moment, which was Star Trek Into Darkness, actually. Fun fact, movie theater snacks. The movie that you have seen the most times in the theater. For me, it was the very first Avengers film, and I saw it 12 times in theater with every variation of variable. Jurassic World story, where do you think the best seats are in the movies? Pull up images, fight about it. Rom-com having explosions? Oh, there's one later on the list, and it was a hard flop for me. Like, action movies can have romance subplots. It's fine if it doesn't suck. But, like, as far as what the main focus is. There's only one time I've ever thought a rom-com was good, and it was the line, hence the boat. But the whole rest of the movie I did not like. Just actively didn't like it. And again, a lot of it is so like, oh, love, sex, making out, tension. And I'm so fucking ace that I'm just like, go away. Most action movies, romantic subplots do deeply suck. Exactly. Like, there's probably some where I'm like, yeah, you're cool. But like, it stops me from ranking The Matrix in my top 10 movies, favorite movies of all time. If there was literally not a romantic subplot, or if they made the romantic subplot not fucking suck, it would be one of the best films of all time. Groundbreaking stuff. But like, the Trinity Neo thing is just not good. It's not written well, like, at all. It's giving off your producer and or directors were just horny and like to watch. There are a couple of cucks. That's the vibe that storyline gives me. I said it. I can't take it back. What's next under the movies list? Oh right, fight about the seats in the movies. How I miss going to the movies because I live in a small town. How long can you go before giving a spoiler alert is required? Ooh, that's a fun debate topic. Going to movies by yourself. I have a very sketchy double date story. Clapping at the movie theater, gasping together, cheering. My parents seeing the movie first alone to see if it was appropriate, and credit scenes. That one summer, my best friend tried to make me like films that weren't just action and forced me to watch rom-coms, horror, World War Z, Romeo and Juliet, which was just zombies with R. That was the explosion rom-com. Oh my god, it was so annoying. And by the time, like 10 minutes in, I was like, this is fucking Romeo and Juliet with zombies, isn't it? I hate this. And she wouldn't admit it to me that I was right because she was pissed off that I caught on. I'm like, no. And I said, and then my favorite movies are literally still these top 3 movies, except I've changed the order. Right here, I have my favorite movies are Unbreakable, Chappie, and District 9. I would put those District 9, Unbreakable, Chappie. District 9, number 1 of all time. Seeing the Joker, rewatching movies versus new movies, movies that went straight to DVD, Family Channel movies, Blockbuster, home video, primetime, Disney movies, favorite childhood movies. My guy friend and I seeing The Rocket Man together and going, oh, during the gay sex scene. That was a fun story. Drive-in theaters, outdoor theaters, actors, who cares? But also, who are your faves, I guess? And then the next category is gay, and then in brackets, pride. What would your straight self be like? Me, a CEO, entrepreneur, girl boss, stomp everyone, have a husband for tax reasons. My gaydar, how it's so good, bullies, gay jokes, gay slang, take a quiz, changing slang for talking to straight people, straight guys, and the wiping problem. I have a story about a guy in hemorrhoids. Straight people's dreams and aspirations, families. Gay people, families also, but only sometimes. I love lesbian / bi fashion. It's iconic. Bi-rits were really trending on TikTok at the time. Used to have a plan with my bestie when we were growing up. We'd say we're lesbians to make creeps catcalling or following us to leave us alone. I do not think this would fly now. That's true. The next category is toys. Oh my god, Lego's coming up. The third thing that's on this list that has been mentioned today. Not those kind of toys. Kids' toys. What kind of action figures did you play with as a child? Or was it just a Lego space set? Me as a straight person is no fair. But like if the multiverse exists, you know what I mean? Like that is just like a thought experiment. Dolls, doll houses, designing the home more than use the home for dolls. Don't know what that means. Did anyone maim or dismember their dolls? I'm not talking about the doll DIYers. I'm talking about just pure destruction. Me wishing I had my brother's toys. Fuck gender roles. Winning and losing as a topic. Getting competitive. When does winning matter? Award shows? Competition shows? Disagreeing with people who call all Twitch streamers competition with each other. Oh yeah, call Twitch streamers competing. Yeah, I like to think of it more as coworkers, and you probably have some shitty ones, but you probably have some really cool ones too, and you could probably collaborate on projects and get all the shit done and have a good time doing it. Wouldn't be surprised if I were gay in the entire multiverse. Like, should have said gay, should have said gay, change, gay, change, gay. It'd be so funny in an improv setting to just be like, no. Identifying as a winner or a loser just in life in general. Track and field. Ribbon story. Awards. Spelling bee. Stories. I have 2 spelling bee stories. What would I need to accomplish to feel okay calling myself a winner without cringing? You're a winner, baby. You may join the other girls. Deaths is the next topic. We went from spelling is fun to deaths. Tier list of historically bonkers deaths. And I said PewDiePie had one. There were so many other ones on this list. We could do one ourselves and not even have any content overlap. Not that anyone would care, because no one who watches him watches me, probably. If you could choose how to go, what would you choose? Death related, would you rather? Dealing with death around you. Dissociation regarding death. The stages of grief. Reincarnation deep dive. My cats make me believe in reincarnation. Plus webtoons where people remember their past lives. Still just as into webtoons today, as if not more so than I was then. Animals, we're on page 22, gang. Stream's almost over. This is the longest stream I've had in a long time. Maybe I break up these VODs. Low-key. I still have to stream tomorrow. Animals, pets, wild animals tier list based on how much terror I feel imagining one coming up to me. Nate's phobia of bears, phobias of different animals. Explore. Notice I wrote explore and not deep dive. Isn't that fascinating? Wild animals in North America versus literally anywhere else. Bugs, all caps. Spiders. My dad's spider rule. My dad's spider hatching story. Favorite animals and why. Mantis shrimp, sea cucumbers, any cat, literally all of them. Jellyfish. Least favorite animals. I don't have any listed there. Dentistry! Luxury dental treatments. My weird childhood dental memory with Hey There Delilah. Beautiful teeth. Gums have bled my whole life. Currently waiting surgery. Still am. It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. Still am. Have a financing option now, which I did not when I wrote this. But the fact that I've been needing surgery for 5 years is sad. Understanding a root canal. Research my dental surgery. Wisdom teeth getting pulled. Used to have a fear of getting my teeth pulled out or falling out. Are cavities genetic? How I shaved my teeth down when I was young. If I was a millionaire, I'd get my teeth done. World of veneers. Deep done. Deep dive. I don't want those on my teeth. Not what I mean when I say get teeth done. Does anyone go to the dentist annually? That is so freaking expensive. The only people who go get are people with coverage. Saving teeth. Saving toenails. Toothbrushing techniques. Flossing. Mouthwashing. I get scared looking at bad teeth and gums just by looking at it because I feel like I can smell the smell. This has changed drastically since then, and I love watching extractions on TikTok. Dentistry. Not what I would have guessed. Nope. Me neither. I remember Soupy living outside my bedroom window, which I realized when I saw a possum staring my window in the middle of the night. Cute! I love possums. I don't know why it took me so long to process. I sat there going, buffering for a sec, but I think it's because the bedtime's kicking in. Woo. But we're on page 23. I believe in us. I used to want to be a tongue scientist. That is true. I want to specialize in figuring out tongue stuff. Discovering what tonsil stones are and getting addicted to playing around with the inside of my mouth. Yeah, tongue tricks. Why do we need to clean our mouth bones? That's a sentence I have typed there. Why do we have to clean our mouth bones? Do we not have evolved for that? The vacuums in your mouth at the dentist are so fun. And then we go straight into rest, relaxation / R&R. Okay, remember how we were feeling bad for our younger selves earlier? We're about to do it again. The top bullet point, sub-point under rest and relaxation topic is, I don't like to relax because it stresses me out. How does that even work? Still very true. I have a really hard time and I don't know how to do it. And everything I try feels wrong or ineffective. What kinds of rest that I like / need? If I shower literally more than 3 times a week. I have in brackets there. Spa experiences that I've had, pedicures, massage therapists, try to do daily skincare. My Bible college's spa experience. I forgot about that. Oh my god. I'm glad I have that story written down. I could do a lot of Bible college stories probably. The harder you work, the harder it is to relax, ? That's a me thing for sure. The next category is drag queens, drag race. How I discovered what a drag queen is. That's a very funny situation. My favorite queens. Rating queens, tier list ? Deep dive ? Local drag show at our hotel. Nate's drag experiences in the local scene if I were to do a drag. Secrets. NDAs. Confidentiality. The tell my partner everything rule. What do we think about it? Don't think I know a single secret right now. I don't want that to change. TTS, submit your biggest secrets. Have you ever told someone a secret who blabbed? Yeah. One time and never again. That's how I go through my life. Pets. Make this a separate topic from animals. My dad's cat, my childhood cats. I have them all listed by name. One of them, I just put the first letter of his initial and then a blank because I couldn't think of it while I was typing this, but I just added it in now. My hedgehog, whose name was Maisie Quilliams. Birds, snakes, dogs. My brother's hamster that I hated, whose name was Guppy. Shopping's next. I also love possums. He won't do anything. He'll be fine. Online shopping. Getting something I need versus packaging versus ethical production and consumption versus actual quality of items. Thrift stores. City thrifts. Small town thrifts. Retail shopping, as seen on TV shopping. Is there anything you refuse to buy in a certain way? Example, like refuse to buy online or refuse to buy that thing secondhand, refuse to buy that thing new, certain stores that you avoid entirely. And then we're on the final page. There are no subcategories. We're just going to speed run this list. Ready? Restaurants, body dysmorphia, eating disorders, Black Lives Matter, drawing / guessing Pokemon names / Pokemon quizzes / what Pokemon are you, etc. Shame, wealth, self-care, fame, crime, self-esteem, doctors and nurses, phones, driving, roommates and apartments, personal hygiene, apologies, hair, makeup, food, global warming, censorship, reunions, crying, time, drugs, drinking, baby mods and plastic surgery, body mods, not baby mods, oh my god, music, high school, religion, health and fitness, flirting and money, the end. Thank you all for tuning in.